Hey guys, SuperCoach Guide here, and we are live with a Rate Your Team and Q&A live stream with the legendary Geordie from SuperCoach Masters.
Hey mate, how you going? Thanks for having me on. Thanks for letting me in to your house, so to speak. Can't wait to tear through some of these shit teams that I've been seeing. So pretty keen on that.
Yeah, some of them are shit, some of them are actually pretty good. So, but most are shit compared to mine. Anyway, we'll get right into it. But yes, Jonas going head to head with Shorty's live stream and insiders.
Oh fuck, you wouldn't be watching that, would you? No, those boys are fine, but here's where the party's at tonight. We're going to be going for your teams and being pretty brutal. I'm going to hold no punches.
No, mate, it's not too late. Go onto my Twitter, and over there is a post. Actually, I might chuck it in the description very quickly. I don't know if it's in there or not, but we'll have a look. Yeah, it's in the description right now. So if you click that link, you can post it in there. Just reply to it with a screenshot. Try and make your screenshot not nice, so I don't have to click on two images.
Absolutely horrible ones in the post I did on my Facebook page. It's like half the team there and half the team about like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous. Hippo, welcome, mate. Welcome.
Hippo, you pretty.
This is where the party's at, mate. This is where the party's at.
Absolutely. I just want to say, how does Hippo just look so damn good?
Oh, mate, I'm pretty sure all these YouTube videos come out at like 7 a.m. and I think it's just after he goes to the gym or something. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He's a boy who's definitely gets his beauty sleep. You know what, Shane Macho, mate, I posted a video on my team and everyone went crazy on my hair, so I'm wearing the beanie now. Can you fuck you all? Like, it's never coming out again.
You've made him insecure.
Yeah, I know. Look at the comments. Yeah. Take the beanie off, Jones. Fuck you, Luke. I'm not taking shit off.
Oh, g'day, Jason. How are
you? Hey, Jason. How you going, mate? Normal comment.
Can you FTTV ping it? Don't own Twitter, rip. I don't know. I don't want to get banned off the bloody Discord. Well, do you have Facebook? If you have Facebook, you can go into SuperCoach Masters Facebook page, and they've done a post there, and you can just reply to it.
Yeah, and also subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, subscribe to him. They're actually nearly at the 2K mark. They're only 100 off or something now. So
I know, and we're doing a big giveaway with a lot of SuperCoach merch and stuff like that. So only to our subscribers, and we're going to get that set up pretty soon. So make sure to subscribe if you want some free shit.
There you go. All right, we'll do a bit of Q&A first, I think, because we'll give people time to send in their teams. So, thoughts on Sarong, Geordie?
Man, I love Sarong. I think he's one of my top consideration of the Uber premiums that don't have the shit buy. So I really do like Sarong. But then what kind of made me a bit cold on Sarong is that I think Fremantle are going to get smashed quite a bit, like we saw in that preseason game against Port, where they lose by about 50 points. And Sarong, he still gets a heap of the ball and gets a 90. I don't know, man. I kind of got a couple ahead of him, but I wouldn't hate him because he's pretty potty at this stage. And I've seen a lot of teams looking very similar. So I don't mind Sarong at all, Flynn.
Yeah, I don't mind him. I think he's definitely got the number one mid-roll. With him and Young have the number one mid-roll at Freo. Now with Brayshaw playing a lot more wings. So Sarong can definitely be a pick. Can't see him averaging extremely more than what he did last year, but he should average a similar amount, if not a bit more. Out of your current team, fantastic. We'll get on to it soon.
Yeah.
That looks good, mate. Ignore the haters.
Fucking Nicky, you're the only one, mate, that really gets me.
No,
let's be honest, mate. I've just let it go for a year or so and haven't been bothered to trim it. So I can see the hate, but we're here to talk SuperCoach. Maddie on the podcast was like, is there any questions? And there's like 4,000 hands raised. And keeping in mind, we already discussed Geordie's hair. 0 hands raised.
Oh my
Some
god!
smoke
I was
like
gonna
that.
say, like, I reckon me, you, and I think DR's got it are in the running for the longest hair in the
Oh, yeah.
Supercoach community. But
Millsy, mate. You know what? I've seen so many of the similar teams going through the thing. I'm actually glad to get some positivity on that. So thanks heaps, mate. Flaunt it. I can.
he's included Jeremy McGovern. Oof.
He's going to be a good pod for about 3 weeks. So hopefully you can get some good scores out of him, mate. Because I don't know, that screams. I mean, is there anyone more injury prone than him and Yo? Like,
Nah. Oh, oh. Who's a big? Oh, probably Prestia.
the meatball, yeah, absolutely. But look, Jeremy McGovern, I can see why. Hearn's gone. Witherden's still, absolutely playing like shit, even though that's happening. And he's obviously going to be the man to do more kick-ins and stuff like that. He's a great pick retrospectively if he doesn't get injured. I had this conversation with someone last year and he got injured, and I was so happy. But good luck to you, Justin. If you do, I do love seeing a pod, but too poddy for me. There's a difference between a pod like a Merritt and a Laird, and there's a difference between a pod like a Jeremy McGovern.
Yeah, 0.5% owned type of stuff.
Yeah.
I know you're liking this. So Amon as a pod, thoughts?
I love Amon because he's at a price where he can be top in his line in the defense. He's going to get that DPP. You thought maybe when Jaith went down, he might be going back to that wing, but we saw that preseason game and he's still in the defensive 50. He's going to get DPP. He's going to average a heap more. He's taking Sicily's kickouts. I think he had about 6 or 8 the preseason game. So I really don't mind Amon top 8 in his line. To be honest, if you see my team review, I had him in there. He's already out, but as I said, it depends on what minute you ask me. So
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I can't see him being top 6. I can't see it happening.
no, okay.
Hippo, Ollie Wines is the ticket. I don't agree with this. I actually think that Wines pick is severely overrated. I think I have Steel, right? So I'm thinking, why would I get Wines and have to use a trade to upgrade him later on when I can just pick Steel and bank on the fact that he's going to be a primo?
I don't know if you can bank on the fact that he's going to be a primo. I
Oh,
mean, even in
no.
the preseason game where he scored pretty well, like he was not getting the touches back in 2020, 2021, where he was really going high 20s, low 30s. He's got 22 touches and 120. So I don't mind Windsy. Hippo, you look real pretty in that picture. I don't mind Windsy because Port Adelaide's got a really soft draw. Coming up early, and obviously with the promised more midfield time, I don't think he's going to go back to his 105 plus days. But I don't see 100 is probably not out of the equation. Personally, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. 100's part of the equation. I just think with Steele, I didn't think he was even trying in the pracky game, to be honest. It didn't look like it to me. It
It's
looked
just
like
one of
he
those
was
things.
just
How can you gauge who's
yeah, I
trying?
know.
And who's
You
not?
can't really, but just looking at the handball numbers, it just looked like he was just trying to bring other players into the game, almost. But
It looked like he's 2023.
no, I'm banking it. I'm banking it.
Banking it. All right, bank it.
Thoughts on Short?
Uh,
Hmm.
Good. He'd be in. He'd be in my team if he didn't have the buy. But there's so many good defenders with no buy. You got the Sheasels, the Youngs, Stewarts, Sicily, Lukey Ryan, Houston. So I like Short. I really do. I think he's going to have an average career best. But that buy still turns me off a little bit more than, say, sneering one of the other ones. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon I agree with you. Maybe not so much that he would be. I don't know. I don't know whether I like if he didn't have the buy, it'd probably be a different story. But I still don't know whether I'd like him or Sheasel more for me. So
I'll still go Sheasel every day, but he'll definitely be close behind.
yeah. Yes, definitely Braden Bruce. He's always on the sidelines. Yeah, that's for sure. Thoughts on Whitfield? Oh, I think Whitfield, what is he, 519K or something? So he'd probably he'd have to be top 6 for it to be worthwhile, or like he'd have to be a keeper, so maybe like top 8. But I don't really see it happening. Plus, he does have that big. He's very injury prone, so
Mm. I think the same kind of bucket with Short. You know, he's another one of those defenders, got the early buy. And look, everyone that's playing Supercoach seriously is looking at Tom Green, he's looking at a Flanders, looking at one of those players, and you're going to add another GWS player into that mix. You're going to be so far behind on the rankings after that buy. It might make it a little bit tough to catch up. People getting similar. Like if I got a Sheasel and you got a Whitfield, for example, or a Young and you got a Whitfield, you're going to miss that goodbye. And I think I'm going to catch those points pretty easy. I think Whitfield is going to average more than he did last year, that's for sure. But you got your injury history, you got the buy, and you got other players around him that's pretty friendly. So,
yeah, agreed. Happy to sleep still. Doubt he's top 10. Get that Wines value, make some cash. Yeah, fair enough. If that's how you think, if that's how you're thinking, I guess most people are thinking about that, to be honest. But yeah, I think Steele's still a good pod. Well, he's not really. He's like 10% owned, so not really a pod. But yeah, I still think there is a chance that he does improve drastically on last year.
there is a chance, absolutely.
With Naismith out, is it better to go the West Coast rookie or keep Naismith and bank the 93 points? I'm on more the loophole side
Yeah.
and just get Livingston. So,
Well,
what about
the
you?
loophole is Naismith now
Well,
anyway.
yeah, it's just cheaper. 20K in the bank. It just suits.
Yeah, look, I was just even before I just jumped on here, I was looking at that really intently because it's just like we got so many buys early. There's so many loopholes from your actual playing players in the first half of the season, and then obviously you're gonna have players that are not playing, so you're gonna get a loophole regardless. It's just that if Naismith gets a couple of more games and he's off to the races, with a 93 already in his system, I don't mind getting Livingston, but I kind of think it's 50-50 at this stage. I don't think it's going to make or break your season either way. So,
Yeah, no, it's not, because you can always, even if you pick Livingston, you can always trade Naismith in it after if he gets in and gets another good score. Short is 550K. What non-buy midfielder is available for the same coin that will score similar?
Steele.
Yeah, Steele took
You got Newcomb around that price as well. You took
Newcomb's
Miller.
551 or something. Yeah.
Oh, wait, you said what non-buy midfielder? Yeah, Newcomb. There you go. Happy days.
Oh yeah, no, you can't. No,
Like
no,
you're comparing
no two
defenders
can.
with midfielders, but Newcomb will, I think, comfortably out average Short, and he doesn't have a buy. So,
Yep. All right. Oh yeah, no, can't get salary included. Yeah. Well, if you just like comment on it and just say your salary, it's fine. That works. What do we think of a mega pod of Viney replicating Libba's season or something like that? Looks fit and been firing Pracky and round 0 550K compared to the likes of Steele, Miller, etc. Jaws, you want to?
yeah. Look, I don't mind the pod. I'm happy to see Viney in a team at this moment in time because there's just absolutely no difference with a lot of teams going out there. I personally would never pick Viney because I could just put 100K into him, get a Petrarca, and I know he's going to be a top 8 with the same buy. So, look, if you're trying to compare Viney to Libba, I guess they're similar-ish players. They're like hard midfield balls, but I don't think they're going to be scoring too similar. I mean, Libba's had a season best at 31 years old. I don't know if Viney can do what Libba done last year. So I'm a bit off the Viney. I know he's got a massive score, kicked 2 bananas. So Yeah, nah, not for me. But I've seen worse things than a Viney in a team. So
Yeah, for me, Viney's third string in that midfield, or maybe just second now because Clary's a bit unfit, but he will eventually be the third string. Libba's second string and was all of last year, so it's a bit different, in my opinion. They're very similar players, but yeah, I don't think he could nearly get to what Libba did last year. Wines did well because Butters was out early. I don't think that's necessarily
well,
the reason.
he's promised that midfield time anyway. He's promised he's not going to play anywhere else but CBA. So whether Butters is in there or not, I don't know if it's going to affect Windsy too much. Where else they're going to play him? They're not going to play him on the wing anymore. They can't play forward. So maybe done a little bit better because Butters went out early. I don't think it's going to be a hell of a lot. I mean, he's got West Coast round one if that helps ease the nerves.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Ginby will be going to Butters, if anyone. So, or Rosie. I don't think he'll be going to Wines. Thoughts on Newcomb? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really hot on it, but I can see it working. He's probably going to have the same amount of CBA as he did last year, so he's going to be full-time mid again. I can't see. There's no external factors that could really link him to scoring more. It's just really he's just getting one more year older and one more year into the system, in my opinion.
I think yeah, there's less natural progression. He gets better. I was looking at Newcomb to come into my team, and I was just looking at it because I kind of look at the last 5 to 10 games to see if there's a bit of a trend of their scoring coming into the year. It didn't really impress me his last couple of games. I know he had a couple of good scores, but it was not really. I was thinking, you know what? Why fuck around? Just put 50K into Newcomb and get yourself someone that you know is going to be a top midfielder. It's only 50K away. It's like it's a small amount of paying for a bit of risk. So.
Yeah, it's literally just going for like a Lazaro to a Cadman. That's all it is. Livingston can go forward too, and Jackson can cover when Gawn and Grundy have a bye. Yeah, well, that's how my team's structuring up right now. So I probably forgot to mention. Forgot to mention that, but yeah, that's how I'm structuring it. Even though they've said 3 to 4, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I reckon Tom Morris is on the money, and I'm gonna just pray that it's true.
Yeah, look, the thing is, you're going to get best 18 that week anyway. So what are you going to do? Just put Jackson where the position Grundy or Gawn is, and then you're going to have that Livingston kind of not playing in the forward line as opposed to in the ruck. I don't think it's going to matter too much. I mean, the bench is not going to really be outscoring all your mid-prices and your primos more often than not anyway. I don't think it's a huge loophole having Livingston or not. It's neither here or there for me, but
it's more the fact that I'm either going Jackson or Heaney, and Heaney's got the bye. So, and Jackson's DPP. So if I put him in the ruck, then I can get a chance at a rookie score, like a potential rookie ton for a Wilson or something. Like it's just giving you that extra chance of getting some extra points.
Yep.
Thoughts on Marshall? I think he probably just averages a similar amount to last year, to be honest.
Yeah.
How old is he now? He's like 27. So
I don't think there's any real reason why he gets a bit better, but I don't mind Marshall as a pod because everyone's going either Grundy, Corn, or down to Sherry, and there's maybe 12% that's on English. So don't mind a pod ruck when there's playing through it and just hoping for the best but I wouldn't do it. I just don't have the how do we say balls, but in a nicer way.
confidence.
I don't have the confidence to get Marshall. I don't have the confidence to get Marshall. But good luck to your AFL clips.
When the buys come is it? Yeah, it's best 18 score. So
yeah.
Thoughts on Took? I don't mind it. I'd just rather go a steal because of the buy, but I could see them averaging similar.
Yeah, well, 2K's average in the 120s before. So if you're banking on him doing that, I think, it's not the worst move. But I mean, his buy, I keep harping best 18, but, I don't want to be a premium down. And then you got all the other guys that are in the higher ranks with no buy players, and they're just getting further ahead. But Took Miller's a great pick. Don't mind him. I just thought, even with his big score on the weekend, he didn't look like the 120 average Took Miller, like where he gets 30 plus. He looked a bit scrappy in my. I know it's been a bit harsh on him because I love him so much, but like him, bad buy, and I just don't trust him too much at the stage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he's he looked a little scrappy, but I don't think there was anything to be concerned about. I still think you can pick him in confidence that he's going to make some money for you. But at that price, I think you have to pick him as a keeper.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to. If he's 650K and he's made you 100K, he's a keeper. He's not going to be making money.
Yeah, exactly.
To any kind of extent. So,
thoughts on Heaney and switching him for Flanders in round 5?
I'd be switching him for Flanders right now. I do not like.
I agree with that.
That is. Everyone's thinking fucking Heaney, this midfield role. And I'm going to get to everyone's teams, and I'm going to say the exact same thing. His midfield role was 58% CBAs. That's not a midfield role. That's not that much. Like, Papley had about 30-something. Why are we all picking Papley? It's only about 20 less than what Heaney got. And then, what's his name come out? The coach says he'll be using the forward. He'll be using the midfield. I don't know. Like, he got a great score against Richmond. Cool. He could do better. I'm going to eat this if he keeps on doing good. But look, I don't like Handy as a pick, and I don't advocate wasting a trade sideways for him for Flanders when his buy comes. Because if you just trade, you're using one trade literally only to just cover a buy round's premium score where you got a best 18 anyway.
So what do you think about trading Jackson when? Like starting Jackson then, if you're going to trade him when Darcy gets back.
So the thing is, though, if you pick Jackson, he's probably going to be good enough to keep all year. I think his average is 119 without Darcy first 4 weeks, and you really want to get off to a good start. Plus, he doesn't have the bye. Plus, he can be some good cover if Grundy goes down for a week when there's not a bye round. So there's a little bit more versatility with him, plus not the bye than say Heaney.
Yeah. Agreed. I just wanted to test you there. How do you submit a team? The link in the description goes to my Twitter post, and you just chuck your team in there. I think we'll start on the teams now, actually.
I think we should, because there's a fuckload of teams.
Yeah. I think the first few, we're going to go real in depth with certain picks, and then when we get further into it, we'll just be like, oh, already spoken about this pick, shit pick, good pick, blah, blah, blah.
Cool.
We'll start off with the Twitter. So, all right, here's the post. If you want to go comment, post your team there. All right, so Causa.
Fuck, can we expand this? I can't even see it. There we go. Yeah.
All right. He's gone the 4 deep in the mids. He's gone 5 deep in the. Would you call that 5 deep if you got wines?
Yeah, I think that's 5 deep.
5 deep. He's 5 deep in the mids, 2 deep in the rucks, and 1 deep. 0. He's not even got a.
Fisher's deep. Fisher's a fucking primo.
Yeah, he will be, but I don't know if you can call him a primo at starting.
Yeah, you can call him a primo comfortably. He's a superstar. He's like the Aaron Hall 2.0.
Yeah, probably. What's your thoughts on the Houston pick?
Don't mind it. I see why. Personally, I'm not going to pick Houston because I know he's got an equal chance of getting a 60 as 140, and I know I can probably pick him up for cheaper. But I know that Houston's got a fair amount of games in Amy Stadium, and he scores pretty well there. But for consistency-wise, I just know Houston's going to fall below that price at some point. Like, goodbye. Don't hate the pick at all. So I don't condone that at all. Don't mind seeing Houston in there. I don't mind his whole team, to be perfectly honest. The only thing I don't like is McKercher on the bench. I think that's a bit of money wasted.
Yeah, you put Huswaite on the bench over him.
Yeah, and even then, downgrade Huswaite. I think as much money on your bench is not. You got to make it work for you. Get those into some people and get some points.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I'm going very, very heavy on the bench.
On the bench?
But, we'll show our teams afterwards, but
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, English. He's gone with the pod. He's not really a pod. He's quite popular, but really anything's a pod other than Gawn and Grundy. So 715k. It's a massive amount. What are your thoughts on the English pick?
I like the English pick. I really do. I think it's good. It's safe. Obviously, if there's a handful of people, I don't think most people know about this. The Gawn had his leg looked at or his calf looked at during the game, and then after he got his calf looked at, he didn't score a single point for the rest of the second quarter in SuperCoach, and then he, laboured a bit. I mean, it's just speculation. Obviously, there's nothing on the medical list, and Melbourne's not come out and say anything, but with a 70 in his system, if Gorney scores another 70, it's trade time because he's losing 60k. So with a 70 and a buy, I can see why you'd go on English. So I don't mind the English upgrade from Gorney.
What if Gawn got a 70, but all those points are in the first half?
What, this week or last week?
This week.
I don't understand the question.
No, so so like last week, right? He got a 70 in the first half and then didn't score another point. What if the same thing happens this week? You still trading him?
If he gets another 70.
Yeah. So it wouldn't matter if he scored it all in one half or not.
It doesn't matter when he scores a 70. If he scores another 70, he's going to be leaking some cash. To be honest, though, if I had gone and he got another 70, I'd be keeping him because I'm not keeping him there to make money. I'm keeping him there for his scores, and he shouldn't be getting 2 70s in a row if he's actually fit, though. So,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If he gets 70 in one half and then doesn't score another point, still shows he's got elite scoring power, and you're not picking him to make money. So,
but that means he's not right. That means there's got to be something wrong with him.
Yeah, well, true.
Because if he's not scoring a point for a second half, again, there's got to be something wrong with him. I mean, I get it. Gawn can whip 80 points out in one quarter. But if he's whipping out 80 points in a quarter, then doing nothing the rest of the game, he isn't on a ciggy break. He's either labouring real hard or struggling. So,
yeah. Dempsey on the forward bench. That's an interesting one. I had him on my bench for about 2 weeks, I think, since the Pracky game. Mm-hmm. And then I moved him out for Lazaro, I believe, because I had to make room for Jackson. So, but I actually don't mind this pick at all. I think he could have that Chandler role and average really well. So
I just don't trust Scott, really. I think he's going to sub him, drop him, do all kinds of horrible things to this young kid. I think he's a good enough pick if he gets games, but I just don't trust Scott. I personally, I'll just be chucking Wilson where Dempsey is, and then getting Carroll from Carlton, who came on as a sub and scored 60 points in a bit of football, and he's named for a full game this week. So, or even Jeremy Sharp if he's named. So there's a couple of people I'd choose ahead of Dempsey and bank an extra 20k. We're all worried about saving 20k from Naismith. We could save 20k from Ollie Dempsey.
Yep, don't mind it. All right. James Harms as well is probably another player who's not getting as picked anymore as he was 2-3 weeks ago. I think he still gets a decent chunk in the midfield. But I think there's just better options there. It's as simple as that. There's just better options.
Yeah,
What do you think?
it could be. I do like Harmsy. I mean, he is average in the 90s before. He's in the forward line. You can grab him. I don't think he's going to get the old school kind of CBA's numbers. He had 9 CBAs in the preseason game, which is a little bit unders for me. He was, I think, maybe the fourth or fifth highest in the CBA. So he's just about there. You know, she's just one Trelaw hammy away from being in the constant thingo. But yeah, I can see why. You got your Fifes, you got your James Jordans, Reeds, and Sextons. So you kind of, if you're not getting a premium like a Flanders or Jackson, he's maybe kind of the next one you'd go to. So I don't mind that. Him or Lazaro, bank 70K, but I don't mind the Harmsy pick for that reason.
McRae also in doubt for round 1, so
Jack, yeah, I think with that
positive
injury,
for Harms.
yeah.
All right, we'll go on to the next team. I'm just intrigued by the three having all three of the main 200K mid prices in the forward line. I think one's just got to fail. I feel like I can't see them all working.
Well, you've got some trades.
Yeah, you got a lot of trades. So, and I like how he's got it all the way down to 1K in the bank. That's nice.
That's good, mate. Get it all out there. Just not on the bench. McKercher, he's deserving of the few. He can pump out a 90 every day of the week. Over Hoostwaite for sure.
Yeah. All right, next team. Fishing for premiums. Who's posted this? Wait, no, it's not that one. Where's it gone? Oh, I've lost it.
Now you find it. I want to say hello to some of the boys in the comment section.
Yeah, you go for
40,
that.
how you going, mate? It's good to see you come back, mate. And Corey says he did keep McKercher because of the matchup this week. I think who do they have? GWS or something? It's going to be in their back line a lot. That's where McKercher is, isn't it, Corey? I know you're a North Melbourne boy, so.
Alrighty. Next team. Can you see that? Do I need to zoom in a little?
Yeah, that's cool. Good, mate. I can see this. Who do we have here?
So, we've got Jason. Jason's
Let's have a look.
He's watches all the bloody YouTubers, Jason. I've seen him all over the shop. But yeah, all right. He's got a pretty similar. He's got the same backline, I think, as Causa. So yeah, we've talked about that. Bonds, Dawson pick, Geordie.
Couple of Dawsons. Yeah, you know what? I do like Dawson. I like Dawson a lot, but I'm a bit of a tighter. So I'm thinking Matt Crouch can get Dawson-ish numbers at minus 10 points or so, and I can try and use that cash elsewhere. I'm hoping. But I don't mind Dawson. I think he's definitely, top 8 material. So don't mind Dawson. Don't mind Nick. Every time I see Nick Martin, don't mind it. Ollie Wines, a little bit less than Nick Martin, but can understand it. Roberts, though, I think he's good enough to keep on the field. So, and I'm not big for keeping Hoostwaite on the bench. I think there's some other options there. So, but let's agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Roberts on field, Hustwaite on the bench. So, yeah, we're definitely going to disagree on that. Who else do we have here? We've spoken a bit about Toog. So he's gone the 2 cheap primos and a mid pricer. I think that a lot of people are playing it that way, and I don't mind it. I think Wines is definitely going to make cash, and then Nick Martin you're picking as a D6 really for the end of the year. D5 maybe, and then Took, you're hoping him to scrape back or close to back to what his 2021 season, I believe it was. But yeah, I don't mind that midfield at all.
Yeah, it's good. I don't mind it. Easy.
And then
what have we got? Gordon Grundy. What have we got on the forward line?
So how do I? Is there a way to go to the next photo without going out?
Yeah.
So Gorn Grundy talked about them. Flanders. Yeah, I think Flanders is definitely better than the Heaney pick, as we've talked about. Yeah, I can't see that really going wrong unless Dimmer decides to do what he did in the Pracky game.
Yeah, no, don't mind that.
Yeah, this is
I think that forward line's pretty common. Like you're not going to see many forward lines without Fisher, Fife, Jordan, Reed, Sexton. I think maybe give or take, some teams will have one different player or leave one out, and someone's going to have a Jackson, a Flanders, or a Heaney, or sometimes two or both. So,
yep, 100%. Burgess, what do you think? What do you think of the Burgess pick?
I think he's good for a 30. I think he's good for a 30. I might be underestimating him, but I think he played the practice game, or I saw him play a game, and I wasn't too impressed, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I almost agree with you. Good for a 30. Pretty good team overall, though. I like it.
Yeah, not too bad. I actually don't have any issues with it at all. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, bang. Alrighty. Here we've got the exact same backline once again.
Is this John's?
Yep.
Johnny, good on you, mate. Spending your team. Let's have a look here. Yeah, same backline. I mean, I'm going to see that backline a lot, I imagine, in these team reveals. It's up to you guys if you want to try something different, but it's the safe backline to go for. I mean, based on all what we've seen. I mean, I've got a different option instead of Houston, but what do you think of that, mate? Are you rolling something similar?
I'm going 3 primo defenders.
And you're going to have 2 rookies on the field?
I'm picking Jackson in the forward line and Flanders.
Oof.
So it was either going to be Stewart or Houston, and I've just decided to go with neither. So I've got Dacos, Sheasel, Young, and then I got Williams and 2 rookies, and so I've got these 3 rookies, and then Caulfield.
Yeah.
So I think that's a pretty common backline as well. But yeah,
we're gonna see a lot of teams that are very similar, besides 1 or 2 players. So that's the thing, guys. If you want to maybe shake it up a little bit and do something what other people's not doing, I've seen a couple of teams. There's some really good pods, and I mean, John's team's pretty decent. Like you can't really go wrong. I mean, I love the green pick, top 4 mid. Martin, top 6. Crouchy is probably my favorite mid-pricer, if you can even call him that. I really like Crouchy. Based on his last, 8 games, was it? He averaged, 110 to 115. And showed in the Pracky game, he pumped out a pretty decent score with 59% time on ground or something. So, yeah, mate, I really like the team. The only thing I hate, and I use the word hate very loosely, is Heaney.
Yeah, no, you're really not on the Heaney pick, are you? I think I've never heard anyone more opposed to the Heaney pick. I don't think.
Yeah, mate. Look, I've just seen what Heaney does over there. They lost Buddy Franklin. They're not going to want to keep him in that midfield role for long. I mean, his midfield role is only 50% CBAs. He played a sensational game against Melbourne. Don't get me wrong, but midfield role, it's like half forward, half midfield role. So, I mean, if he gets a 70, what are you guys doing? Like, what are you doing this week if he gets a 70?
Yeah. Sherry. So there's another interesting ruck pick. I actually think Sherry could be fine, but I just think he gets towered up by the good ruckman, to be honest.
Sherry has not played more than 12 games in one season, and I think you'll be right if he can play all 12 of those games in a row for you and get you to the bye. But look, you can always get yourself that Fife you always wanted for Heaney and upgrade him to a Gorn, and that team goes to a pretty high score. But because I see a Heaney and a Sherry, I'm giving that a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.5. 7.5.
Lukey, Lukey in the comment section, Luke Pearson. No, mate, we're not 140s into Heaney's buy. Then what? Trade him sideways. I looked at the Sydney injury list, and it says Adams is 2 to 3 weeks away. Parker's 3 to 4. Mate, it's just getting a primo to make money is just go Papley. Go down to Papley even. He's going to make more money than Heaney, I reckon.
Yeah. Right, James's team. So he's gone with my type of backline and left out the Houston or Stewart pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a very deep midfield though. 4 600k plus mids and Martin. So bit of a different structure to what we've been seeing, but then again, it also isn't that different.
Well, Sarong and LDU, it's actually really refreshing. I feel like I just had a shower watching, seeing this team because I see a couple of primos I haven't seen in about 50 teams. So I'm really glad there's LDU. Obviously, a bit of a injury risk profile, but I think he goes pretty huge first up. Sarong, I like it as well. But then as soon as I shower, you chuck some mud on me and you show me another fucking Heaney.
Oh, you only had to look 3 centimeters down to realize that there was no shower.
Look, I'm going to pretend every Heaney's a Flanders because then I can take out a bit of bias action from it. And I reckon that if that Heaney's a Flanders, that is perfection. He's still got 33k in the bank. I really like this team. I mean, personally, I'll be shitting myself playing Williams, Gipkus, and how every single week into a, best 18. But this week you'll be having to play all of them. And, Gipkus is playing tomorrow straight on the field. With 9 touches, you better hope the contested touches are Gipkus. So,
yeah. What do you think of the? Are you picking Sharp?
I mean, I have him in my team. If he's named, I'll probably get him. I think he's the number 1 winger, and that's including O'Driscoll and whoever the hell they're running on that other wing because there's no real. He's got the wing role, so eventually he's going to pop out a couple of 70s in a row. He's going to be on the bench anyway. If I can find a better option for him, like if that Sean Manners getting a full game, Jai Clark's getting a full game, then probably not. But at this moment in time, I think I do have Sharp. Let me just double check my team, but I'm pretty sure I got Sharp in.
Also, Seth Campbell averaged a 30 in the VFL.
Yeah, I'm not getting Campbell. Like he was probably one of Richmond's best players on the weekend, and he looked good. But kicking 2 sausages with 8 possessions or whatever you got, I don't think that's really sustainable. Tom Lynch, I mean, he maintained his spot. All the boys are back in, but yeah, I don't know if I like Campbell.
Yeah.
Oh, Harvey Thomas as well. Put him definitely in the same boat.
Yeah, I reckon you go Harvey Thomas to Cadman and then Campbell to. You could go Dempsey. Actually, you might not have enough money. You might have to. You might have to fix something up in another line because you need good rookies. This year, it is very crucial to get rookies that are going to make you a lot of bank. And I don't think those 2 players are going to make you a lot of bank.
You just chuck Wilson in there for Campbell, and you can get yourself another midfielder, Clark or not Clark. What's his name? Carroll. I don't want to tell too many people Carroll because he's still not in that many teams. But what did you think of Carroll's game? Carlton came on for Doherty when he got injured. Obviously, Doherty's out now with the ACL. He scored 65 in like less than a half a footy, I think. So, and 10 touches and a goal. He's playing with Carlton for about 4 years. He played 5 games, I think, in his first year. Then he played 1 game, then 1 game. You know much about him, mate? You had a look at him at all?
I mean, I watched the game. I've had a look at him. I've had teams where I've had him in, but at the moment, I'm paying up in the midfield in the rookie department, and I can't find really a spot to put him. I've got Jai Clark as my only 123k rookie in the midfield. So
All right, that's controversial.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure. It can definitely work, especially with limited game time, the impact he had. Um, but then again, he did have fresher legs than anyone else. He came on what in the third quarter when everyone's a bit tired. I don't know. The pick is can definitely work. Um, but yeah, I'm probably not gonna pick him unless I get uh scared of one scared off Huswaite or something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Um all right. What are you rating this team?
Alrighty, who would rating is this James's or something?
Yep.
Yeah, look, I do like that LDU. You know, I'd give this one. I give it about a 7, only because Thomas Campbell soured a bit for me.
Beanie.
Don't mind the midfield. You don't lose any points for your midfield primos at all. I think you change a couple of rookies, that goes up to an 8.5 pretty quickly, up to a 9. I haven't seen any 10s, so
Yeah, I'm putting that at a 6
ooh,
purely.
same defensive structure as you.
Yeah, no, I love the defensive structure.
Where do you lose the points?
It's the other 3/4 of the field I'm not vibing with, apart from the rucks. I mean, I'm not looking at what four of these rookies I'm not even looking at. So yeah, I can't even put this above a 6, maybe a 6.5.
If all the rookies were good, where's the main issue for you? Because the
The main
rucks,
issue.
yeah, the rucks are fine. That's everyone's ruck. The defense is
Yeah.
the same as yours, and then he's got 2
Yep.
primos in the forward line, which is better than others, and 5 deep in the midfield.
So if he fixes up his rookies, it goes
Yeah.
to an 8.
Okay. Well, you're knocking him 2 points for 2
No,
rookies.
I change it to 6.5. But
Okay.
yeah,
All
and
right.
I
All right.
also think you might not have. I think you need. You probably don't, but in my opinion, you might need it. One more of those cheapish midfielder primos, or a wines or something, just to like, and then you can use that money to, to upgrade your rookies a bit. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And what else was I going to say? I don't like the LDU pick, so that lowers it down for me as well.
Will you like it if he gets 140 against GWS?
Nah,
No.
nah, because he cooked me last year. Can never pick that man.
Fair enough. You obviously didn't pick up over in the second half of the year then.
Nah, I picked him when he got 2 150s or something.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
All right. Here we've got Logan's team. So he's got, the same backline as me. So my backline structure is starting to punch back at the 4 primo structure, but don't mind it at all. He's got the two Bulldogs mids. So do you mind that structure, or would you rather just?
Well, the structure, as in terms of, just the primo selections.
Yeah.
Look, at Libba, personally, I would not go near a 31-year-old turning 32 who's had his career best year in his 30s. I don't think there's any upside to Libba. How can he average more than what he did at his age? It's impossible. But I do love seeing a pod, and I don't hate him that much for it to cost you any points ranking wise. So I don't mind it. I don't hate it. Obviously, Bont and Lib have done that last year together with English, but you've got 3 really huge Western Bulldogs games. You're going to be gripping your nuts real tight every game, hoping they all get 120 because they're going to be losing a bit of cash.
Yeah.
But don't mind it. Don't mind it.
You also got to remember, Libba had that that concussion game where he scored I think he scored single digits or something. So that brought his average down by about 2, 3. So
he's one concussion away from retirement. Nah, don't mind Libba. Personally, not for me, but don't hate it. I don't think he can average that much more than last year, or more than last year.
Anyone else that's interesting on here?
Berry.
I guess Seth Campbell. I'd still say don't pick him.
Yeah, Berry's one. What do you think of Sam Berry?
I actually tried it out before the stream. Actually, I tried it out. I tried putting Heaney in for Jackson and messing around with Huswaite to Berry and stuff.
Okay.
And I didn't mind it. And it'd be one of the, I think it'd be there's only one of my only real pod if I picked Berry. So that's why I'm considering it. And he scored 87 2 years ago, an 87 average.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I know he's pumped out some. He had a pretty big season, so. But I don't know if the same kind of midfield role is up there for him without Laird or Dawson being severely affected. I don't think Matt Crouch can play anywhere else. Look, I'd rather just sit off him and wait to see if he can pump out season. Because that preseason game was good. I wish I could see another game with him just to kind of get us follow up on how he's doing. But I'd rather leave him out, see how he goes, and bring him in than start him. He gets some 60s, and then you're a pod kind of high-priced rookie mid-pricer behind the rest of the April with a trade down.
Yep. Fair analysis there. I don't know. Yeah, this team's pretty. I like this midfield more than I did the last midfield. I will say.
What's the difference? Is just what is it?
Butters. He's picked Wines instead of another 600k, and I probably like that a bit more. But yeah, there's not much difference between the last two teams apart from that. Just rookies are better.
The thing is, you can just put McKercher on the field for Berry and downgrade Berry to a 120k kind of player, and you get an extra 100k to play with. They can go a long way.
Yeah, you can.
And they get yourself your Heaney up to your Jackson for your first 4 games.
I'm gonna give this a 7.25.
I'll give it a 7, and we'll ignore Seth Campbell for you.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now we've got Legends team. Legend loves to troll in the comments telling me that Yo's the best pick of all time and all this bullshit that I can't stand. But he doesn't even have him in his team, so clearly he was trolling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's got Dacos, Houston, Young, so no Sheasel there.
No Sneasel.
He's got Ethan Phillips instead of Caulfield.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting to see if Bailey Dale is named with Caulfield. I feel a lot more safer picking Caulfield if Dale was in the team with him. If he's missing that week, then I'm scared that Caulfield's going to be the one making way for him.
Yeah.
Him or Bramble.
We've got the Bont and Libba duo again. We got LDU. Riley Bonner's interesting, actually.
Riley Bonner, I think Matty's pretty hot on him. He goes as far to say he's a lock. Yeah, I don't know. If Sinclair's in, which I imagine he will be. What do you think? Takes a bit away from his, 29 touches average. He's average over 2 games in the preseason. So,
yeah, it probably drops his possession count to about 5 at least with Sinclair playing, you would have thought.
I don't mind the Bonner pick. I mean, if he is sustainable, if he can get your 80s, make your way back in defense, cover some of that Gipkus or Howes, or he can work. He can work, and I don't mind him. It's the first time I've seen him doing the teams with you, so I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all.
Yeah. He just got delisted from Port,
Yeah.
and now apparently he's going to be averaging what 25 touches for Saints. I
It's
don't see this happening at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, but when the preseason games, he had a role. He was with a near strength full team with minus Sinclair and some other guys, but he did get 29 touches average over 2 games. Maybe that's St Kilda's role or playing style suits him a bit better. Bit risky. I mean, I'd rather go him over Berry probably if I had the extra 60K, but at the moment I got none of them. So
And who else didn't play? Crouch didn't play.
Crouch Brad Crouch, yeah, but I don't think that's going to take away much from Bonner.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, it's definitely a pod, but yeah, not too sure on it, to be honest. I probably haven't done enough research on the bottom pick.
That's fair.
All right.
Oh, Heaney, there we go.
Heaney, there's another one. I think how many is that now? I think has every team been Heaney?
I think there's been one or two without Heaney, which has been nice. It's about 30%. I think he's in
Yeah.
over 30% of teams now, but I feel like every time I look at him, he's always there. Look, no Fife is an interesting one. I mean, I can obviously understand with his injury history if that's not why you're choosing him, but then you're choosing an LDU who's 600K injury history. I mean, if you're going to roll the dice with Fife. You know, he's got so much upside playing in a midfield with high CBAs as opposed to LDU's got the same injury risk profile. So, yeah, look, I can understand the thinking behind it, but I see a lot of Sydney players there: Roberts, Grundy, Heaney, Jordan. I mean, most people have three, but
Yeah. I actually prefer Jordan over Fife.
I mean, I can understand that. I didn't like Jordan's performance on the weekend, but if he gets another 90, he's going to force you to trade him into your team anyway.
Yeah.
At that
So
price,
are you starting both or?
yeah, I'm starting both.
Yeah. Okay. So nothing really to be concerned about, but yeah, I don't mind the forward line. I'm actually fading Fife as well, so um, that's going to be an interesting discussion when I show you my team. But yeah, I don't know. I can't see anything really wrong with that forward line apart from maybe Heaney, but yeah, I don't know.
John
I
says
think
we
this team's
trade
pretty good
Heaney.
though.
John just says we can trade Heaney in round 5 by if he isn't going well. Yeah, but do you want to use a trade? I think you have to use a trade in him anyway, because if you're planning on banking some cash with Heaney, I mean, he's a premium that you're picking to not be a keeper. I just rather just pick a Flanders, and he's going to be top 10 forward more likely. So
Yeah, I think the point with picking Heaney is for him to go really well in the first 5 weeks or whatever, which will trade him in his buy. I think that's the idea with people picking Heaney. And if
yeah,
he doesn't, more likely than not, doesn't live up to the hype, then the people that have picked Heaney over Flanders are gonna pay big time, I reckon.
can you just grab Luke Pearson's question up if you can, mate.
Yep.
Look, he's gone. You could just go Flanders with Heaney and dodge both the buys. Lukey P, Luke. You're using one trade. You get Heaney to Flanders. It's a premium for a premium. Why? You just one trade. It's to get a premium to a premium. Why are you doing that? It's how much money can that possibly bank you? Especially if Flanders is doing well, he's not going to be cheaper than what Heaney's going to be anyway. He's going to be around the same price. It's not worth a trade. I bet you, 40 trades. We've got plenty of trades, but I guarantee you, we all needed an extra 4 trades last year and it wouldn't have been extra. So, no.
Yep. Agreed. Fully agree with that. All right. Next team. But firstly, I'm ranking this What do we got here? I'm ranking this another. Oh, actually, no. I'll rank it 7.5. I'm ranking this.
7.5 is for the Heaney. Look, all the people that have Heaney have just come to his staunch defense. And Heaney to Flanders round 4 final, losing one trade, better best 18. I mean, keep Heaney and his best 18. You can save a trade. We have 40
Oh
trades.
God, everyone that watches me bloody is picking Heaney. Oh. Yeah, what are you giving this team?
Yeah, same thing. LDU, there we go. Oh, LDU and Libba with a Bonner. Happy days. I kind of feel like this. I've seen this team with maybe one difference. So I don't know, 7.5. It's get rid of LDU, get Butters. Come on, let's do something sensible. And Libba, get Libba. Show me a lad. Show me a merit. Stop showing me Libbers and Dawsons.
Oh, all right, legend. Good team. Timmy. Now, Timmy was very excited. He was very excited that Geordie was going to review his team.
Oh, mate, Timmy.
So
we got Timbo. Dacos Sheasel, like it. Young, like it. I wouldn't want to be playing Reed on the field all year. I know you're probably doing the same thing, Supercoach God, but Reed or Gipkus on the field, not personally for me. Libba again. God damn it. I mean, there's worse out there. Dawson, Butters, Martin, Wines. I actually like the midfield. He's got a pretty strong bench too with Roberts and Lazaro there. But show me, well, you must be lacking money somewhere. Show me that forward line. Heaney, Fisher, Jordan, Reed, Sexton, and Wilson. Yeah, look. Yeah, I don't mind it, mate. But Heaney, actually, probably one of the better teams I've seen. Don't mind it at all. Very strong mid. It's something we don't see much. Where did you go, mate? Just a quick piss.
No. I've been listening.
Where did you go?
Mate, my parents came in the room, so I had to...
Oh, fucking it. Tell them to F off.
Oh, what do I think? New one.
Biggie
Biggie
Newer.
Smalls is in the big building.
I'm going to ignore all the rookies because I can imagine that realistically we're not picking Biggie Newen. So we're not picking Toby Pinks and Newens. Everything else looks all right. Look how much money you got. Robertson, Lazaro there, mate. I reckon this team, I don't know. I kind of feel like he's cheated. I think he's got more money than the rest of the players. So 4 Uber premiums and 2 mid prices
as well.
And 57K. This is fucking edited. I don't believe it. But no, I don't mind. It's really good. Really good. One of the better ones I've seen so far. 8.5. Heaney's of Flanders, though.
Yep. I don't mind. Is one of the better teams. I'll give it an 8. It's going to be pretty hard to convince me that there's a 9 out there. Sean.
There you go, Shawnee.
Right. Let's get into it. Okay.
Shawnee, I wanted to be nice to you, mate, but didn't you have to go put Buderick in your back line? You know what? This is only like the second Tom Green we've seen, which I don't mind.
That's ridiculous. I can't believe that.
I don't know what's going on. Bonner, yeah, okay. Saunders, Hooswaite, yeah, English. I don't mind that team. That's pretty premium heavy in the forward.
His
with
midfield
as well. You can't even sideways him because there's no one to sideways him to because you've got everyone else that's relevant in the forward line.
Yeah. Also, no Gibcus.
No Gibcus. Yeah.
I'd get Buderick out and just get Gibcus, and then the back line's chill. Phillips for Caulfield even, but
yeah.
And then you have another 100, and then you have another 100K to play around with.
Yeah, definitely. I can see why, because there's no good mid prices in the back line. You can't name me one that's any good. So name me one. Name me one that's any good.
Oh, mid price in the back.
See, none. So I can understand. Yo, he's not 460, 440 anyway, and he's injury prone. Buderick, I can understand why you did it. You want to plug some holes because you don't like any other backline. You need to find money for maybe a Sheasel or someone like that, but then you get the same backline. Get a Luke Ryan. Get a Luke Ryan or a Tom Stewart.
Get Jordan or Fife in the forward line.
Yeah, for Heaney. And then,
For Heaney.
you know what? That's easy. Heaney to Fife, you know, Buderick to a Primo, and you got the best team I've seen. And Riley Bonner. Yeah, we'll talk about that later, mate.
Yeah.
So the comment sections, everyone's saying Mustamore is a decent mid-pricer. Oh, what do you think about Mustamore? And you can only do this when talking about Mustamore.
What, this?
Yeah, he's a Mustamore d'Ambrosio. So Mustamore for me,
I reckon that he is not a pick at all.
No.
No, I reckon.
Yeah, go.
Actually, he's not going to keep best 22 when all their players come back.
Who needs to come into their back line?
So they sometimes can play Will Day back there.
True.
Oh my God.
I'll take over for you. Yeah, fair enough. He might not even get names if he's unlucky enough. But Massimo D'Ambrosio, he does like to pick up the football in the back line. I'll be scared that he gets dropped, though. I don't think he has the job security of some of the other people. And especially when you can just get the Reeds, the Yutkis, the Howes, that will probably play a lot more than Massimo. I do like him if I knew he had some job security. I think he can get some good game time. But other than that, that's it. I would need more kind of. What do you get? You got a 70 when he on the preseason game. So
yeah.
I mean, Reed's getting your 70s, and Howe's getting your 70s. Gipkis is getting your 70s. So
yeah, I think I nearly just got a cramp. So in my wrist.
No, I'm Italian, so I got this is go all day, mate. You can go all day.
Yeah, I'm the whitest bloke alive. So,
all right, we'll get some pizzas into you, mate.
Yeah. Apart from the Buderick pick, it's actually not a bad team. I don't mind it. I think you probably should go a bit heavier in the midfield, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind Bonner up if he could.
Yeah.
Obviously, we don't have infinite cash, but look, yeah, if I could get us one more premium ahead of them, it would just be perfect. But obviously, we can only pay with what we got. But Matty Crouch, love. Nick Martin, love. Tom Green, love. Bont, love. Bonner, Buderick, Heaney, not completely in love with. Keep in mind, he does have Tim English ahead of Gawn, so he's got 180k or thereabouts or whatever it is. He could play with if he wanted to. So I think he's got a really good structure and onwards and upwards. And just to answer Michael Will's questions, we'll be doing the Facebook as well, mate. It's just taken a long time to get through all these teams.
But yeah, we're going to start going quicker now. We're going to zoom through them now. We've got through most of the players. All right. Luppy. He's got Short.
Don't mind
He's got Short. This is the first team with Short in it, I believe.
Is it? I'm probably sure we've seen Short.
No, we've talked about Short. We haven't seen him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
no Bont.
No Bont, yeah. So probably trying to get that extra bit of money. Probably the difference between going he's got 110k in the bank. Just go up to Bont, mate, from Goulden. Jesus.
Yeah, look, Goulden gets you a 70. Like I never had Goulden in any of my preseason team reveals. 110k into Goulden. If you can, get yourself a Bont. Newcomb, I'm not 100% sold on. If you want to roll some dice, don't hate it. Don't mind the team. Overall, I think, not too bad. A couple of good pods in there with your Newcombs. Other than that, Short and Newcomb's your biggest pod. So maybe, that's fine with me, mate.
Yeah,
not too bad. Use that money in the bank though to get a Bont. I'm pretending Goulden's Bont, so you get 7.5. Nick, yeah, you probably want to use that 135k in the bank, mate.
Yep. Wilson on field as well. Not sure about. Not sure about. I think he could score well enough, to be honest. Him and Reed probably score similar, but yeah, Goulden up to Bont, and this team is an
Yeah.
8.
I'd like to see, that 200k in Berry in the forward line instead of and Wilson on the bench, Matty Roberts replacing Berry on the midfield, and then you can use that Berry money to upgrade. Oh, Naismith and Livingstone, I am not liking. That's not good. You can't get 2 floating donuts, but I imagine you thought Lane Smith was playing before doing that. But even if you did, I still don't like it.
Yep. Just because I didn't see that, it's now a 7.5.
Yeah, you're getting a 7 for that one.
Joel Cook. Alrighty. Buderick again. Getting some love, Buderick.
Buderick has to go. Midfield's fine. Steele, I would love to see either up to a Primo or down to a Nick Martin. Everything else is fine. Lazaro, some good cover. What do we got in the forward line, mate? Flanders, Heaney, Fisher. Yeah, it's the same thing. Mead is an interesting one on the bench. Not for me personally. What about you, mate?
Nah, too expensive.
Yeah. Moving on then. You get a 6 for this one.
And quickly, I love the Steele pick. I love it.
Nah, it's still shit.
And just because this is the first team with Steele in it, I'm giving it an 8.5.
Mate, I think you're gaslighting me because I'm pretty sure I've seen Steele in some teams.
No, I
Is he
swear we
gaslighting me,
haven't.
guys? Flynn, I know you want us to look at your team, and I would love to look at your team. And you sent it 30 minutes ago, but people have sent it like 6 hours ago. Be patient with me, Flinny boy. I'll tear you a new one just close enough, mate.
Alrighty. Jack.
Are we on the Facebook ones now?
Do you want to go Facebook now?
No, I'm just asking, are we on there yet or not?
No, we're not. We're nowhere near.
Fucking hell. All right,
I think
quickly.
just keep getting through them real quick. Differences here to Steele again. Beautiful.
Shit.
Oh.
That's a Nick Martin, though. You can always fix that one up.
No, I go Newcomb to Nick Martin. I think use 100 and something K to go wherever you want.
Yeah, to Jack Steele to a Butters or something.
What else?
I actually don't mind this team.
I don't mind it either.
Don't mind it.
This is
2 rookies on the field, though.
An 8.5. I don't like the wins.
You're copying Gipkus and Williams on the field. I know you're running that, but let's not be biased. You're probably shitting your pants this week because you've got Gipkus on the field, I imagine.
I've got Gibcus and Reed.
Zach Reed on the field. Are you not scared about 50s? Are you not scared about 50s?
No, I'm not. I'll run the risk. I think Reed gets more than House.
Maybe. I think it's just a bit of a roulette. Which 50 you're going to cop this time? So I'm trying to minimize that as much as I can. But if I like more defender premios, I would go there. But look, I feel more confident playing Wilson and Sextons and, even what's his name? Roberts on the field as opposed to Caulfield's, Gipkus, Reeds, and Howes.
Yeah.
Because if I asked you to give me the average of each of them, you'd give me them. Your defender boys would be the lowest, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say. I reckon Gibcus probably averages a 70.
Averages a 70?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. He averages about 7 touches a game.
He doesn't average a 70.
Huh?
Tell me why he doesn't average a 70.
I'm going to tell you exactly why he doesn't average a 70. His possessions are very limited, right? I'm guaranteeing about 10 to 14 touches a game tops. Now, you're banking on those being intercept possessions or contested possessions. If they're not, you're going to be in for some 40s. And I don't see him, he's going to get a 40. And I don't see him getting a higher than a 70 enough to average that out to a 70.
So he got a 76 and a 62 in the Pracky game.
How many touches did he get?
In the Pracky game?
In the game that just happened.
I'd 13 or something.
See, that's just a
All right.
recipe for disaster.
Mate, stop fucking trying to convince me, mate, to go. I'm not going for Primos. I'm off that train.
I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help. I'm just
Um,
I'm not forcing your hand. I'm just trying to say, you reckon Wilson might average more than Gipkus?
yeah, I think Wilson probably averages more than Gibcus.
You reckon Roberts or Huswaite averages more than Gipkus?
I don't know about Huswaite. He could be sub multiple times.
Yeah, I don't have Huswaite, but if you're spending 180K on your bench, you're gonna want to, because he's on your bench, and if you think he's going to be sub multiple times, you can't be playing both sides of the fence.
Well,
If you
no, I
think
said he might be sub a couple times.
if you thought he was going to be sub a couple of times, you
I'm
wouldn't be
picking
picking him.
him, and if he doesn't work out first 2 weeks, I'm swapping him for a 200 plus K mid price that's working.
Okay. So you don't think he's going to average more than Gipkus?
I think they could average similar amount.
Okay, let's get through these teams because we've got about 4 billion left.
Right. I give that a 8.5. Again.
I guess it's very similar. I'll give that one a 7.
He's got the same forward line as me, apart from Windsor and Cadman. All right. Here we got what? How many photos? Oh, it's 2 photos. Okay, Wink. So he's got. This is the forward line we're starting with.
Yeah. Okay.
Exact same forward line as last time, except Campbell swap for. I don't even know.
Campbell out for Cadman. We've talked about this. Every Campbell we see is now a Cadman.
Yep. All right. Very heavy in the back line, picking Stewart. I still like it though.
I love it. Good back line. You're minimizing your rookies on the field. You got only one instead of trying to dodge 2 bullets. You only dodging 1. So I really like that. And I really like his 4 midfield selections. I'd love to see one more. Obviously, is that Butters on the bench?
Yeah, he's got.
There's that one more I wanted. This is probably the best team I've seen. I don't like the Wilson on the field. Did he say how much money he has in the bank? No, he didn't. I think, man, this is not too bad. This is if you can get that. Wait, does he have 102K loop in the midfield? Nah, you've just ruined everything.
Yeah, did you not realize that?
No, I've seen Livingston. Then he's got another. He's okay. Yeah, all right. You lost me, man. You were really firming. You were firming for the best score I've seen on this potty yet, but you lost me at your 102K loops. You got your Livingstons. You got your who the fuck that West Coast bloke is? Rawlings. No.
No, I agree.
No, you were really good, mate, but you lost me.
This team can be rejuvenated, but for now, it's a 6 because you're not starting 2 loops.
I know we're trying to get through the teams, but let's get to some of the comments. These boys have been watching us and shouting at us, so I'll get to it.
Captain Lock went 140 versus English last time, so...
Jonas, I completely agree with you. Gaunt's good against him, but I don't say he's a lock because you obviously didn't see him under some kind of physios going to his leg, then not scoring 1 point when he came back on the field after that. So it's a bit risky. Gaunt fully fit, completely agree with you. I'm not completely sure about his fitness, especially coming after a 70. That's very unlike Maxi if he's fully fit. So it's a watch for me. If he goes huge, then I feel a bit more confident. But no.
Yeah. I've just got Bont captain. So I'm VCing Dacos and captaining Bont. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Joe, I can't confirm or deny this statement, to be honest. So invested their time for Huswaite to be in their mid. I think they spent lots of time on him.
Dan, the only issue with that is that there's got so many midfielders that have been waiting patiently for their time in the midfield, and that Mackenzie's one, and that Ward has been waiting 2 or 3 years now for his turn, and Day's going to be coming back soon, so I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Get through teams quicker, Chunky Goaty says. All right, we'll get through. But when your team comes up and we spend 3 seconds on it, you're not going to be happy.
Yeah. Where are we fucking up to? Jackson.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh. Rosie.
Don't mind seeing that. That's refreshing. I kind of feel like I've had a shower again, so that's nice. Forward line, don't mind it.
And there's no Heaney, so there's no mud.
Don't mind it. I mean, there's no Primo in there, but don't mind it. What do we got in the back line, mate?
He's
I don't
got
mind.
McCurtra and Roberts on the bench.
It's a bit strong for me, but it's not the worst. Ooh. You really had to spoil me with a Whitfield. It's pretty good. I'll give that one about a 7.5 out of 10. I just think a couple of areas you can improve, mate. If you get a bit too much money on the bench, you got Windsor, you got McCurcher, you got Roberts, chuck that money into Whitfield personally. Get yourself someone who doesn't have a buy. There's so many good premiums in the defense that don't have that buy. So that's all I'll say about that. But overall, pretty good team.
Yeah, you can get Bonner out and then go how much money does he have? Yeah, you can go Fife or Jordan to a Flanders.
And the Brett says you skipped his team, so go back to Brady's team, and we'll do Brady's team now. Brady, where's your team, mate?
This one?
Fuck, you skipped a fuckload of teams. All right, let's go to Brady's team. Oh, we've got some Muscle Wars.
D'Ambrosio. The first team with D'Ambrosio we've seen.
There we go. We've got some D'Ambrosios. Newcomb, not too bad. Don't mind it. Look at that. What are your thoughts on this team? I don't mind the way he's gone about it because D'Ambrosio can always be a Williams. Newcomb.
I can't. I don't know why you haven't picked Williams. Easy swap for me.
Well, I think you can still pick up Williams, I suppose, after his bye. And after his bye, and Musselmore doesn't have his bye. So then you can kind of see what he has. If he gets a 60, you probably won't get him. But if he gets another 90 or something, you probably can pick him up. So he's probably going to Musselmore to have a free look at Williams, which I can understand. I just don't trust it. And you're going a bit risky with Newcomb. You must have liked his preseason 37 touches or something. Not too bad, Brady. I don't mind it. Personally, I would be picking OD, Ollie Dempsey. But yeah, don't mind it, mate. I'll give it about an 8 out of 10. The only thing I can see you can maybe tweaking is maybe Newcomb and maybe Massamio.
Yep, you go D'Ambrosio to Williams, and you've got a 8 out of 10. Otherwise, 7.5.
Thanks for sharing that, Brady. He could break down quick Williams, Brady, but if he doesn't, you're going to be behind about 57% of teams. So, all right, no more Musselmore. What have we got here?
We've got Dacos in the midfield. This is Bailey.
Bales. Fucking hell. All right, look at this.
Oh, look at the strength in the midfield.
That's good. That's a good midfield. I mean, I'd prefer someone else over Lever, but I know everyone's got a raging hard on for him for some reason. That's cool. I would love to see Dacos in the back line, and then you can take one of those shit rookies off the field, and then you can play Roberts on the field. So you put Roberts on for Caulfield, for example, just get an extra rookie in the midfield. Then you can take off Gipkiss or Howes. You got your Dacos back, and you chuck Roberts on the field, mate. It's kind of like, would you rather on the field a Gipkiss or a Roberts? Because that's pretty much the only thing you're going to be doing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So
yeah.
That's his structure. His structure is you can either have an extra Caulfield or another midfield rookie, and you can get Roberts on the field or Howes or Gipkiss on the field. So it's who you think's going to average more. And I think Roberts is pretty looking good over there, and them two. Yeah, and that's pretty good. I don't like Dersma at all. Forward line in North Melbourne. But mate,
Dersma.
Chuck Windsor down. Chuck that money to Dersma. Get yourself Who you need? He's not really that many. Maybe Harmsy.
Yeah.
Who do you reckon he gets for Dersma?
What are you giving that team?
I don't mind it. It's good to see something a little different. Maybe 7.5. 7.5 to an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7.
7.
7. Did we do this? We did Sean's, didn't we? Yeah, we did.
I don't know, mate. My fucking brain scrambled at this point. It's been like an hour and we've gone through like 2% of teams.
Harry Berger. Pretty stock standard backline there. You got Steele. Oh, I love this. I love this.
You can't say you love every team that has Steele in it. It's not.
No. This is my exact 5 in the midfield.
Okay, all right.
Look,
I love those 4 of those 5, and I think it's a pretty good midfield.
I've got 9 out of the. I've got 10 out of the 11 players in his midfield. Who else? All right, Gordon Grundy, Heaney. How many? He said he had 50k in the bank. Heaney, you just go that to Flanders, surely.
Yeah, I think so, mate.
That is a beauty. No, that's you get Heaney to Flanders. That's a 9.5. 9.5.
He's got Wilson on the field.
Huh?
He's got Wilson on the field.
No, that's all right, mate. But he's got one less rookie in the back line.
That's fine. I like that. But Seth Campbell as well. Mate, you just like him because he's picked your team. He's picked your midfield.
You change one rookie and Heaney to Flanders, and it's a great team.
Oh, and who are we changing Steele to?
No one, mate. He's a lock-in contract.
We'll give this team an 8, assuming Heaney is Flanders.
I think I'm the only Supercoach YouTuber who's picking Steele as well.
Do you ever stop and think why that is?
No, I'm committed now. I've told everyone, how can I fix my team? By the way, I'm not getting rid of Steele.
Oh.
So,
okay.
71k in the bank. This bloke. Who's this bloke? Conful. Good backline. Stock standard. Bond, Butters, Martin, Wines, Hewitt.
Oh, Hewitt. I actually really like Hewitt as a pick. If he didn't have a buy before his first price rise, what you can do, you can afford to be a bit creative. You can get someone around that price or another mid-pricer and see if they bomb. And if they do, you get your Hewitt you always wanted without his buy. And if he doesn't, then you can save yourself trading him in. But I actually like Hewitt's role. He's a top 3 CBA getter for Carlton. But there's no way I can pick him for one game, then he's missing a game. I just can't do it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yep. Understand. No, I agree with you. You can always assess it after 2 rounds as well. So yeah.
And Burgaroo says, who's there to change Seth Campbell to? Because Seth Campbell, you got your Cadman, you got your Wilson, and if you want to pay one of them, there's Lazaros and people like that. But look, Seth Campbell, I don't know if he stays in that team.
You got Cadman, Wilson, Sexton, and Lazaro.
Yeah. Look, I know Dempsey. Yeah, I'd rather even go Dempsey, I think, but just pay a little bit more. But Seth Campbell did get a 70, but I don't think that's going to continue.
Oh yeah, no, he'll literally average 45.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Gawn, Grundy, Livingston, Flanders, Fisher. That's a good forward line.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Wilson, or is he? He's got Wilson.
Sorry, mate?
He's got Wilson in the midfield. I was just wondering where Wilson was.
That's perfect. Love the ruck. Love the forward line. Show me the mids again. Butters, Martin, Wines. Yeah, love that. Just Hewitt pick is a bit iffy for me. You got 71k. You can play around with it. You can get Matty Crouch, and it's probably one of the top 3 teams I've seen. So don't mind that one at all.
You can almost go Steele. Almost, but
almost.
Not quite.
Not quite. We're not right there yet. We're not.
Luppy. We looked at Luppies, I think.
No, I don't
No, we
remember seeing
haven't.
Tom Green captain.
Yeah, Goulden as well. Oh no, this was the 110K in the bank. We've seen this.
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Finn.
assume you're not gaslighting me.
No. Dacos, Sheasel, Young, Whitfield. Yeah, that's pretty good. I just probably wouldn't pick. I don't really want to pick any backline primos that have the buy.
Yeah, I'm not picking any. There's too many good ones that don't have the buy to get Whitfields and stuff. So yeah, no.
Gorn Grundy, obviously. Crouch, Martin, Steele, Bond, Butters.
They're seeing all these teams. It makes me want to go do something completely different because I feel like every team is different with about 3 or 4 players. So it really makes me want to go fucking pod crazy. It really does.
Well, look, what? Wait, he's got Wines as well.
That's a deep midfield. That's real deep.
Yeah.
So
he hasn't gone. Oh, I might just. Oh, which ones do I pick? No, I'll pick all of them.
Pick all of them. See, but that's a lot of mid-price, almost premiums.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's something different. You're not doing the exact same thing everyone else is doing -3 primos. So I don't mind it. I'm on board.
I don't mind it either.
On board.
I don't mind it either. He is passing up on McKercher. So it's probably a bit iffy. But I'd give this team. The fact that he got it down to 1.7 in the bank as well, I'll give it a 8.
Yep, that's fair. Freddie Supercoach said, "My guys, my team might be a bit higher. It's slippery as butter if you can end up scrolling, going up there if you get a second chance, mate. I think you're scrolling. I think you maybe missed it a bit higher. How about this, mate? How about we'll go through all the teams, but we'll go through whoever's in the comment section that has the teams up. So the guys that have been waiting for 2 hours can get their teams rated.
Yeah. All right. Write your Twitter name in the comments, and when we come across you, we'll talk about your team.
Yeah, mate. And there's a fuckload on the Facebook as well. So
holy shit. We got a lot to get through.
Fucking hell.
Huzzah! I know he's here. All right. Dacos, Houston, Sheasel, Young. It's pretty stock standard.
Stock standard. I love that you only got one of the rookies. So tick for that.
LDU.
I
don't really like the LDU pick, but
don't mind it, mate. Don't mind it.
Could be all right.
Midfield's bench is pretty strong. Everything else is pretty strong. Flanders, Fisher, Jordan, Reed, Lorazzo, Sexton. If there's any way you could get Lorazzo up to a 5, I think that's as good as I've seen so far. That's not too bad. I got no issues with that.
Yeah, neither.
That's a pretty good team, mate. I'll give it a 8.5. That's one of the better ones. You're just pretty all round. It's all round. Your weakest player on the field.
8.5 for me as well. I really like it.
The weakest player on the field besides Reed was Sexton or something. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Who else? Someone said Nick was their name. All right. Bang. Dacos, Sheasel, Young, Williams, Howes, Coffee. Okay, that's pretty normal. 3 primos.
Yeah.
Green, Steele. Oh, what a midfield again. What else?
Forward line is pretty good, man. I don't think forward line can get much better than that unless you get a Fife in there as well. That's one of the best forward lines. I think Jackson, Flanders, Fisher, maybe a Fife, James Jordan. It's all pretty solid there. So that's one of the better forward lines I've seen. You obviously are raging hard on for the midfield.
Yeah. This team literally has 2 players different to me.
Jeez.
Hell? God.
2 players. See, that's the thing, though. We do all these teams, and if your teams are like 2 players different from everyone else's, it's time to fucking start getting some pods because everyone's going to have the exact same score around fucking one.
Yeah. Okay. Who's saying their name?
Chunky Goaty says he's one above Nick.
Ollie.
Oh, he says
Oil.
it. So
Yeah, all right. Okay. Whitfield in a 3 primo backline is not it. I don't
come on,
think.
Nicky. Oh, it's not Nicky's above Nicky. Come
Yeah.
on, Chunky. Chunky Goaty.
Goulden. I don't think you can start Goulden, to be honest. I don't think it's worth it.
Oh, I don't mind it. I mean, I wouldn't. I think he's a top 8. He's a top 8, but he's got that buy and he's got a low score in his name. It's really risky now trying to carry him. Some guys in the comments
Pick him up
asking,
after his bye.
yeah. Hopefully he loses something. You can pick him up a game free. I don't think it's worth it at this stage. Nice to see a Rosie in there. Nice to see Tom Green. Newcomb, we told you we haven't been too hot on. Don't mind the structure at all. Cooper Simpson, I don't think scored. Who?
Cam McKenzie.
Ugh. No. And to make things worse, there's Rawlinson and Simpson. And Kane and Brown,
and
mate.
Naismith and Brown.
I think you got to head back to the drawing board on this one, mate. We've got to start spending the cash a little bit more. Cooper Simpson, Rawlinson, Naismith. Where's this cash gen coming from? It's literally going to only be coming from Wilson, Clark, Phillips if you're lucky, and Reed. So,
yeah, after this, if we've criticised your bench, go check out my rookie video that I posted today. I talk about all the rookies that are actually relevant, unlike Simpson. Do you have a rookie video, mate?
Nah, mate. It's just put all the rookies that are in my team and Maddie's team, and you'll be right. So that's what we do.
What else? Who else? We had Max B, who said he was here. So he's gone my backline structure, my midfield structure. Oh my goodness. He's gone Heaney
and Sherry.
And Sherry.
Yeah, look, I think you're going 2 rookies in the defense and you're going Sherry. It's too many lines that are a little bit lacking. Maxi Holmes.
I didn't even realize. Yeah, I was wondering how he didn't have more money in the bank because I know what my team is. I didn't realize he had Max Holmes.
Yeah, nah, not Max Holmes. I don't like. I know he's a massive pod, but there are better ones out there for Maxi. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I don't think Sherry's gonna be very sustainable as well.
Yep.
Nah,
agreed.
Mate.
Agreed. I give that a 7.5.
Yeah, I'll go 7.
Who else do we have here?
I've seen this person on the chat, the Heiser.
Yeah, we've already done his.
Oh fuck, have we? Shit.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Flynn Davis, the beggar of all beggars.
Fucking Flinny. Flinny, you this better be a good team, mate.
Oh, Jaden Short, it's already gone to shit. Nah, he's all right.
No mind, Shorty. 10K in the bank. You got Sarongi there. Don't mind it. No, it's not too bad. I mean, talk me through it. I would love to see a Nick Martin in for an Amon.
Yep, definitely.
But are we encouraging cookie cutter teams too much by saying that? I mean, Amon, I think he's a similar kind of player to how Martin's going to play. Defensive winger. He's a winger that's gone to the back line. That's the same for both of them. I just think Martin's going to be a bit more damaging.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think if you think Martin and Amon are both going to be really good, wouldn't mind taking Took out for Martin, and then bang, you've got your full primo backline.
And Wilson on the field in the midfield is an interesting choice. So let's see what we got.
You could even rather field Clark. I'm not sure. Clark seems to have pretty good scoring. What else do we have here? All right, forward line's good. Campbell and Thomas, don't like that.
Yeah, you got to get a Cadman in there.
I'd probably pick Livingston over Maley. He's got more Sunday games.
Yeah, 100%. There's no reason Finbar Maley has to come into it unless you're running a Sherry and he's the backup ruckman for him when Sherry goes down.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'll probably rate this team a 7.
7 for me as well, mate. I don't mind the Amon pick. It helps a little bit.
Yeah. Who else do we have here?
We got Big Fella requesting it, Liam, and anyone else, just chuck it in there. We'll get to you eventually, mate.
Wait, Big Fellas. I haven't seen Big Fellas at all. Oh, no, here we go. All right. Dacos, Sheasel, Young, Yo. Alrighty. Yo. It's the first time we've seen Yo.
And hopefully the last, because everything, I'm looking at this team and everything looks good. The primos, the mid prices, Bont, Butters, Green, Martin, Winesy, don't mind him, Sanders. Everything's looking good. And then everything's looking great, big fella. And then you just chuck a steaming pile of Yo in my face.
Yeah. I'm trying to find out.
And big fella.
10% of players have already lost SuperCoach. They're
Bartlett or Barrett or whatever his name is in the ruck instead of Livingston. Save yourself some 20K. They're both not going to get a game.
Yeah. Agreed.
So everything else good at the moment. Yo is the only thing I don't like. And save yourself some 20K. What have we got in the forward line? Don't show me a Heaney. Oh, okay. That's beautiful. All right. Harley Reid on the bench.
on field can work.
Nah, Reid on for Lazaro. I think that looks a little bit better.
True. I didn't see Reid. I thought it was fading Reid.
Yeah, that's not too bad, man. If we can get that Yo up, I think, one of the top 3, top 5 teams I've seen. I really like that one.
I'll give it a 7, but it'd be an 8.5 if you could get Yo up.
Yeah, and that, I don't know why you picked that Barrett or Bartlett or whatever the fuck his name was, but that just pissed me off. So.
Who else do we have? Stephen, I did see yours. Stephen, here we go. All right. The 3, pretty normal backline. Midfield, got Sarong and Steele in there, which are probably the least popular players in that team.
Oh, there's a Crouch as well. I like it.
Oh yeah, you don't even notice when there's 6 midfielders because most people seem to have that 3 rookies in the last 3 midfield spots.
Mm-hmm.
Gorn Grundy, Flanders, Fisher, Jordan. Yeah. I mean, forward line's good.
Yeah, that's fine. I know Wilson's a bit scary, but you're playing Wilson and Sexton in the forward line. You're playing Howes and Gipkus. That's a bit of, and then let's follow me here for a bit. You got Hoostwaite and Roberts on the bench. They can easily be more fieldable options than a Wilson or a Howe. So if you can maybe retinker a bit of your money, I think it'll best be a world of difference getting the right rookies on the field. Just by playing with that structure a bit, because Roberts is really good kind of cash cow that we're going to have. I think 76 is going to be, one of the lower ends if he keeps on doing the kick out. So what do you think, mate?
I think 5 midfielder, 5. If you're picking McKercher, Sanders, and Roberts, they all have to be on field. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Most people are.
I don't think there's any silly picks in there, which is good. I just think we just need to distribute the wealth a little bit more evenly, especially because you're so heavy in the money in the midfield. Plus, you got a heavy money on the bench in the midfield. I mean, you got to spread that a bit. Your forward line and defense are starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Liam R. I'll give that team a 7.5.
This one, it's not too bad. Yes, so 7.5, 7.
Liam, was there a Liam? Liam.
All right, Liam. Let's go. What do we got for Liam?
We got
Row.
So The most stock standard defense you'll ever see.
Yep. I don't mind it though. One rookie off the field, one rookie on the field.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't mind this at all. Raul, I think he can be a good pod. I do think he can be.
he could
He's got
under
the
the team, I
potential to be.
definitely, yeah. Like I think he's going to get a lot more midfield time, no tagging, straight at the ball. Could be a very good. I love seeing the pod. I love seeing it. Don't mind it at all. I've got no issues with any of the premiums he's picked, which is always the first thing. The second thing I look out to see is how many rookies on the field in defense. Only one. Happy with that. And then no Heaney. You're ticking all my boxes, Liam. Okay. I don't mind what you've done. Your rookie selections are not bad. Obviously, you're going to change manner if he doesn't get a game. Cadman, good. Everyone else is fine. You got your Carrolls, Wilsons, Clarks. I think this is one of the better teams I've seen.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I really like the Raul pick. What else? Is it time to go to Facebook?
I think the guys in the chat, if you posted your team on Twitter and we haven't got to it, now is your chance. Tell us now, or we are getting off Twitter for the rest of the night. I am fucking cooked. So
yeah, I reckon we will only spend about 15, 20 minutes on Facebook because I don't know how many people in here actually have posted it on have posted on the Facebook that are actually on here.
Freddie, didn't we already do yours?
Jack Newman.
And Shane Marchoni, we have to do Shane. He's a good Italian man. He wants his team done. We've got to do Shane. Shane Marchone. Or it could be Shane O or something.
Maybe I might have to reset it. Shane.
There we go, Shane. What do you got for us? Okay.
Your mood changed very quickly there.
Because I know he goes for Geelong, and then I just know you're trying to justify your Max Holmes pick. But let's just start with Tommy Stewart. I like Tom Stewart. I like Dacos. Don't like the two rookies on the defense field. Anna Williams. Bit risky for me. Can understand why you're doing it. Bont, good. Dawson, great. Green, even better. Newcomb. Oh, Shano, just spend the 50K. Don't be a tight ass. Get someone better. Get a Rosie. Steele, you know my feelings on Steele, and Holmes is just a stinky poo. Don't care how much times he cuts his dreadlocks, he is stinky. And what's he going to? Is he going to be a keeper for you? No. Is he going to make you cash? No. Come on, Shane. He has to go, and we'll use that money to spruce up the defense. Now, show me a good ruck and forward line, and I can forgive the rest. See now we've got Wilson on the field. No Fifey. I don't know, Shano. You did want to be a bit different, but it's not good different.
It's not Aldi.
I don't mind your premium picks though, except for Holmesy and Newcomb.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, Holmes is just not a pick, in my opinion. So
he's not. I don't care how much, and I don't care how much you go for Geelong, Shano, but you can't do that. But look, it's better than some of the other teams I've seen, that's for sure.
Drop Holmes, go McKercher, get Fife.
You get more money to play with, Shano. Yeah, ruck is fine, forward line's fine. You're not fucking around with Heaney, which is good, and you still got Hoostwaite on the bench, I think.
Yep. Alrighty, there was one more. Someone put Hamish. Oh, I just sneezed. Oh. Hamish.
So Jennifer S says, who is a better pick between Mackenzie and Harms? And I'm going to say categorically Harms is about 50 times better than Mackenzie.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. I hope that answered your question, Jennifer. I could get into the reasonings, but we've spoken about these players so much in depth already. It's been about 2 hours into the stream, and I have run out of water a long time ago.
All right. Next, we've got, who is it? Hamish's team. So, got the two rookies on field in the back line.
Yeah.
Fife in the midfield and Jordan.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because he wants to field Lazaro and he wants the three forward primos.
Oh, man, it's a strong bench. You got Sanders. You'd have to say must be played on the field, and then you got a Hooswait, Wilson, and even Windsor just collecting dust on there.
I'm
Oh, what do you
impressed.
reckon, mate?
I'm impressed you found a way to get 12 primos on you with this team.
Yeah. It's look for me. Jared Lyons is the one where you don't know. So you can either wait a week, he gets a 60, and you're free. If he gets another 100, he'll have his buy, and then you can pick him up without a buy and coming on the bubble. So I think Jared Lyons, if you not choose him, you can always chuck Sanders on there. Your team's still going to be great. And then you can still look at Lyons. And if he still pumps out another 100, you're good as gold. But if he gets a 60, you're safe.
Yep. I agree with you, Jonas. Mid-5 crisis will break down.
He will break down, but when? If it's round 8, I think he's done his damage playing in the midfield, getting the CBAs he did pre-season.
Yep. All right. Are there any more people that are in here?
Cheers, Shano. He's going to shout a coffee. We love you here at SuperCoach Masters, mate.
That's about it, I think. That's onto Facebook.
If everyone's watching, can you please subscribe to the SuperCoach God YouTube, please? He's 7 or some more subs away, according to Nick Hall. So jump on in. Let's get him up to 1K tonight.
4.
Give me some wet dreams before he goes to bed. Sorry, guys, I'm vile. Completely vile. I have no place here.
If you want to go, fill up your water, and then
I'm not wearing any pants, mate. I have to turn off the camera.
It's fine, mate. You can do that.
All right, you do a couple of teams. I'll be back. Yeah, give them hell, mate.
Yep. Alrighty. We're gonna go. You're on Facebook. All right, I'll review one or two teams on Facebook quickly, and then we'll do a bit more of Q&A, I think. So let's get the Facebook up. So tell me your names on the Facebook if you put it in there. Justin, find Justin. Where are you, mate? Where are you? I couldn't find you. Unless you've done it recently. I might have to refresh it, actually. I just realized I'm not sharing the Facebook page, but I'll share it when I find a team. All right. Well, it was Justin, yeah? Yeah, I got it. I got it. All right, let me just bang. There we go. Alrighty. Justin, 2.8K in the bank. Alrighty. So we got Dacos Sheasel Young, common, the two backline rookies on field. I think I like that form a bit more than Geordie. And then that's a good midfield, like all of them. I'm not fully sold on Crouch, to be honest, but I can definitely see it work. What else? Dersma, I don't like the look of Dersma, to be honest. What is he, a key forward? 193K. First year. Nah, not for me. Otherwise, forward line is really good. I actually really like this team. I'd probably give it if you could get Dersma down, and even get like Crouch up to someone, or even down to a Wines, I wouldn't even mind. But yeah, I'd give this is a pretty good team. Charlie Dean on the bench is interesting as well. Probably it can work, but what's his job security like when Howe gets back? Not too sure. Yeah.
There you go.
What do you reckon about this one, Geordie?
This one's not too bad. I was looking at it off camera, fapping a bit to it. It's pretty good. It's the forward line's perfect. The ruck's perfect. Midfield is fantastic. I would put Roberts over Hurstway, but no issues there. All the premiums and mid prices are fucking chef's kiss. And backline is fine. I love all the premiums there. I'd love for one to be an extra premium. Obviously, you only have so much money. So I really like this team. Whose is it? Good job.
Yeah, it was good. Team name Sloppy Joe laying pipe.
Oh, is that you, Jonas? Oh no, is that Jonas's team's coming up? I was going to say the way you just hit 1,000 subscribers, mate.
Oh,
look at that!
Fuck. Well, thank you, everyone.
Get around him.
Oh my god!
Get around him.
1,002. Bang! Gee, it's
There
good to
you go,
see the
mate.
extra zero there. Oh my god! Thank you, everyone, so much. I'll do a video tomorrow to do a formal thank you. But yeah, cheers everyone for subscribing. Means a lot.
And if also, if you haven't subscribed to my page,
yeah, go do it.
go to my
He's
page.
almost at 2K.
Almost at 2K.
Huh?
Yeah, I was just repeating what you were saying. It was like your backup dancer.
Yeah. Let's see what they're on now. What are you guys on now? You're at 1.89. All right, let's get him at least another 10 subs tonight. At
1.8.
least.
Oh yeah, 1.89. Happy days. Got 3 away from 1,900. So please jump on board. We give league codes to all of our subscribers, and on our first year, which was last year, we offered, I think, was it $400 and to the winner with merchandise. I think it was 400 or 500 a second, and 100 to third. So had to cough up a fair bit, but good. Got to reward the subscribers. So guys, if you can do the same, you'll get some cash if you win our SuperCoach League.
Yeah, good. So get into that, mate.
Absolutely.
1K subs get something. Thanks for being the 1,000 subscriber, Harrison. Sorry, I'm not Mr. Beast.
Not yet.
Not yet. I can't be just giving away stuff. I've obviously I've made a league. I posted a video today of a league, public league. Anyone can join, and winner gets $50 at the end of the year. So it's probably the most I can go. But yeah, go sub to them as well if you want to win $400.
Just got another new sub, so thank you, whoever that was. And also, Nicky Hall says, you helped me both a lot during my first year last year. So thanks heaps, Nick. That's why I do it. I love talking SuperCoach, love getting them on you guys and just talking SuperCoach and just talking absolute smack, because me and Maddie, we used to just talk on the phone, absolute shit. And we just turn a camera on sometimes. And it was a great decision. So it's good to have everyone on board.
Half of it's them bashing each other as well, so it's good fun.
Fuck. I think he bashes me more than I'd even do him. I just bag. I bag his team. He fucking bashes me, and that's it. So
he gives you a little neck massage, and he's like, "You're a dumbass."
Yeah, that's how it is.
Anyway, he found SuperCoach Masters when it was the first video and low subs.
We were wearing fucking hand-me-down tops, and it had holes in it, and just looked like we come back from a session at the gym, and we're just doing podcasts in our tank tops. So it's been a crazy wild ride. No one can, mate. You'd be surprised, Nicky, how many people actually can bag me with that hair. I've got a dead skunk on my head, and they call me all these celebrities I've never fucking heard of, and they're like, yeah, true. I've never heard of them, mate. I don't fucking watch much TV other than footy. So yeah, you'd be surprised, mate. Yeah, you know what? That actually worked out really well because someone goes, I'll give you 2 coffees a week if Maddie picks Peanut, and he picked Peanut, and credit to Craig, he gave us 2 coffees for a couple of weeks there, so that was nice. Let's get to some SuperCoach questions though, because fucking Rao or Miller, mate? Samuel Clark, who do you reckon?
Oh, I'd probably be more likely to pick Rao, to be honest. I would anyway, because
I got Took Miller. I don't know if you visited our page, but we got Took Miller. He shouted us he's a video to all our non-subscribers to subscribe. He's doing our heats. Took Miller from from Gold Coast, blah 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 blah. Joined SuperCoach Masters. So I always got a soft spot for Tookie.
Yeah, I saw the which one did I see today? I saw the Tom Mitchell one.
Tom Mitchell one, yeah. You know what? Tom Mitchell wrote in and said he's going to be a good pick this year and picked Darcy last year and picked Darcy Cameron. So we did, and they both fucked us. So no, looks way better value.
Matty picked Titch, didn't he? And then it just
He did. He picked Titch, and yeah, he was on a high horse early.
Yeah. Do ya?
Mate, just
good on you, mate. Now you just need to get the money to back it up. Who knows? You might already have the money. Possible. Same as we rated your team, didn't we? Wait.
Pretty sure we did. Unless there's another
we
Flint.
did. If you go back a bit, you'll find it. You'll find it. All right. What is it?
Are you getting to the Facebook ones and doing them after these guys? Because I'm almost at full time, mate. I am.
Yeah. We'll go on to Facebook now, and we'll do it for 10 minutes, and then we can end it there.
Yeah,
and then or like you can leave, and I might just like go on my own for 10 minutes or whatever, like whatever you want to do.
Yeah, cool. We'll get to the guys in the comments that are still sticking around, so we'll get to them and them only, and answer their questions and just do their teams. So I thought we'd done Daniel Claridge's, but obviously not. So
I'm pretty sure we did pretty much every single one on the Twitter.
Okay, well that works.
So, Daniel Clark, yeah, he's on the Facebook. He's on the Facebook. All right, so he's got Short and Yo, and he's only got 3. Yo's his third defender.
Claza, come on, mate! You didn't keep me up at 10 after 10 p.m. on a 2-hour plus podcast to look at Elliot Yo, did you?
At the bottom right of your team, there's a button that says "Clear my team." I really suggest you click that. Those 2 picks can easily be fixed. Libba, Rao, Martin, Wines. Yeah, I really like the Rao pick. No Bont, which is probably a bit concerning. But yeah, he's gone Lions as well. Who else?
Daniel, he says you guys keep asking for something different. I do. I don't mind the Rao. I don't mind the Short, but there's being different for the sake of being different, and there's good different. So Rao, good different, Wines, I'll say good different. And I'll even say Short, good different, but not Yo. Lines, Berry. I can see what you're trying to do. I don't mind the English pick, but if you ignore Yo, it's not too bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to pick Libba over Bont. I've seen actually more Libbers, just as many Libbers as any other primo in this kind of this podcast.
Yep. No, Libbers seems to be pretty popular. Yeah, I've no real issues with that team apart from Yo and probably Short. So what else? Do we have any others? Posted yours on Twitter. Oh, all right, I'll try to quickly get it up.
Jennifer S. I think she's with. Is that Josh Dacos in the profile picture with Jennifer S?
Oh, it is. Yes.
Did you know that Nick Dacos and Josh Dacos are second cousins of us, me and Maddie?
No, I didn't.
This is how it is. My mum is Peter Dacos' cousin, so I don't know if that makes us, but I'm going to say second cousins.
Peter Dacos' first cousin.
So my mum and Peter Dacos are first cousins.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Actually, yeah, that's second cousins.
Is it? Yeah, fucking. They
Yeah,
never talked
it
to me
is.
though. They never said hi to me.
Oh no, I think maybe no. Yeah, they're second cousins. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Jennifer's team's on Twitter. All right, I'll get it up. Do you want to answer some questions while I try?
I'll answer some questions. You fuck around with the Twitter. Let's have Jennifer says yes. All right. Libra is a bad. This is Jonas talking. Libra is a bad pick. Last season, 2 concussions. Missed one both times. When he gets another concussion this year, he's missing 2+ weeks. Jonas, I thought you were going to be like, oh, he's a he's a good pick because he had 2 concussion scores, and that's why he's underpriced. You kind of shooting yourself in the foot with that comment. I think it's more supporting Libra's cause. Are you cousins with Nick Newman, Freddie SuperCoach? Really? We should have like a shitty second cousins footy match of all the second cousins of the real footballers and see how we go.
My third cousins are Paddy and Thompson Dow.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, I wouldn't be surprised if you're better than them.
Oh, I've never met them, to be fair. So
yeah, it's the same with Nick Dacos and that. But well, man,
I live pretty close to them actually. The Dacos.
You get me one of those little footies, and inside the house, I'm running these footies at slight angles through every door, in every doorway in the house. So I know
you got the blood. You got the blood.
It's in my blood for sure.
All right, this is Jennifer's team. All right.
Oh, we got some Massimota D'Ambrosios. It's actually the first Petrarca, and I actually like the midfield. Look, Jen, I think with the Sicily in the defense, with Amon taking his kickouts and him maybe having to play more accountable, it's a pretty risky pick, the Sicily. So it's a good pod, but there's a bit of risk involved. Petrarca, I don't mind. Butters, I love. Green, I love. Brayshaw with his wing roll. What do you think about that one?
Which one? Petrarca?
Brayshaw.
Oh,
come
Brayshaw.
on, mate. Come on, mate.
Brayshaw, nah, don't pick him. He's playing wing.
He's playing wing. So that's going to hurt anyone. He's not Goulden. And what do we have in the ruck and forward line?
We've got
Harmsy.
McRae will be sub this week, I believe.
Finlay. Yeah. You reckon?
It'll be sub or he'll get picked. McRae said in a presser that it's really hard not to pick him this week.
Yeah, he did say that, but I don't think that means sub. So I think that's a pretty good team. I think it's a bit light in the forward line. Finley, McRae, and Wilson and Sexton on the field could cause a bit of headaches. And I think you've got Musselmore and 2 deep rookies. I think that you might need to spread the cash a bit. So unfortunately, you might have to stop some of them break down a mid-primo to a mid-price and spend a bit of cash in that kind of forward line.
Yeah. Yes, definitely spend more cash in the forward line. I don't think you can go Harms F2. And D'Ambrosio, I don't think he's the go.
Actually, that's not too bad. D'Ambrosio and Williams. Sorry, I thought it was 2 rookies. That's not too bad in the defense.
I'd rather pick one, and if one of them fails, go the other.
Yeah. That's a fair call.
If you start D'Ambrosio instead of Williams, that's all right. But you got to correct it if it goes wrong after Williams bye.
Dale Land says, are you going to review the teams from Facebook, mate? We're going to slowly get there. I think I'm going to leave the SuperCoach God in about a couple of minutes to do most of the heavy lifting, because when you're as old as me, mate, 10-12 p.m. is fucking bedtime. What else have we got, mate? Justin Cranston says, only found out my supervisor's nephew's to lethal. There you go, mate. We can get like a almost footy team going.
Yeah, if we didn't have the Dows in the lineup.
What's your thoughts on Rankin, says Dan Claridge?
Oh, nah. Don't
I
even.
don't want to go there either, mate. I know he's promised the goods. But well, you got Laird, Dawson, Crouch, and you got Berry coming in. I mean, how much CBAs can Rankin possibly get? Jonas has, how old am I, mate? Look, I know you're pretty keen on me, but I'm about, how old am I? About 35. So, yeah, there you go.
Bang.
Don't call me. Don't call me. Let's get to Facebook because I want to do Dale Land. He's one of the Supercoach Master regulars. So I want to just do his team if you can.
Yep.
And someone just DM'd me with their team, and that's automatically I'm not doing your team because you DM me. Don't DM me your fucking teams. I got 4 billion in there.
What's his name? Dale.
Yeah, do Dale.
Let me find it.
We have a Hall of Fame at the Supercoach Masters. If anyone here is on that Hall of Fame, let me know. We'll get to you first.
Dale Land, 50K in the kitty.
All right, Dale, 50K. I'm already surprised about why you haven't spent it, but let's have a look. Yep, two rookies deep in the defense. Flanders in the midfield. What do you think of that?
Nah.
No, just not flipping you in
No,
the right way.
I don't want to. He's doing that so that he can put Lazaro on field. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And I'd rather Roberts on field than Lazaro.
Yeah, well, look, I can make 100%. I can make this team. It can be so much better. You get Chuck Flanders in for Lazaro. You then put Lazaro on the bench in your midfield, and then you'll put Roberts on. But you guys still got Reed, Lazaro, Windsor on the bench. I think you need to start consolidating that money.
Oh, yeah, why is Reed on the bench?
Exactly. You need points on field, mate. You got Wilson, Windsor, Roberts, Reed on the bench, who's going to score pretty big. I think you need to put that money into, Wines is fine, Martin's fine. You can either try to get that into the back line because it's just wasted there. If you're picking Reed, he needs to be on the field, you'd think.
Yep, 100%. You can't pick someone 200 plus K and not have them on field.
Yeah. Nick Hall is one of the people commenting. He's completely on board. So, yeah, I think that's it, Dale. I think you can easily turn that team into an absolute, an A-grader team. You just got to make a couple of positional changes. I think you're definitely on the right track, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Harry Mule says pick 2 out of Green, Dawson, and Butters. I like these kind of questions.
Yeah, I do. I do as well. I'm going to go Green and Butters.
Green and Butters. I'll go Green and Butters as well. I think at 650K, Dawson has more room to kind of fail than the other two boys. Obviously, Green's got that bye, but he's not pushing for top 3 in the comp, I think. And West Coast, North Melbourne around the corner. It's going to be hard to ignore him. Can we do Lukey Pearson's team? Lukey P, I think you were on the Kickstart Hall of Fame last year. Haven't seen you on there this year, mate, but I'll get to you. So, Lukey P.
There we go.
All right, Luke. What do you got for us, mate? Yeah, you got your stand. You got your probably Houston replacing Sheasel. So not too bad. Don't mind that. Dawson, Green, Martin, Wines, Bond. Love all those premiums. Reed, McKercher, Sanders, Roberts on field. Perfect. Rux, perfect. Jackson, Heaney. Luke, you fucked yourself, mate. You just fucked yourself there. And you got the vice captain on him. Look at that. That is just disgusting. But bad. Keep him because I want to know what you're doing when he gets a 60 next week.
Yep.
Yeah, nah. Look, that can easily be Flanders, mate. It's a pretty good team. So
yeah, I'd rate that a solid 7.5 or 8. 8.
I'll give you an 8 if that's not Heaney. I'll give you an 8 if that's not Heaney, Lukey. But pretty good, mate. You're pretty good. Now let's do the John Miller's.
He's not on the Facebook. Is he on the Twitter?
Johnny, where did you get Johnny? If you're still in the comments, mate, tell us where we can find the team. And don't say my inbox because it's flooded. Someone else, another 5 people have privately DM'd my Facebook account. Not even my Supercoach Masters one about my team. Not on, guys. Leave me alone. Unless you're on the Kickstart Hall of Fame. And
Oh no, here we go, John. It got updated 2 minutes ago. I had to refresh.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Keen to see this, Johnny?
Yep. He's got the 28K in the bank.
This is a pretty good team. I mean, I know there's one massive thing.
There's no bond.
No bond. So how much money will you have, Johnny?
If you could find a way, he's got 28K. If he could find a way to get LDU to bond,
even
without having McKercher on the bench and Reed on the bench.
Oh, we can make this happen, Johnny. We can get you the best team right now. Let's do it. McKercher on the field for Hoostwaite, just for starters. We can get Reed on the field for Lazaro. Put Wilson on for Lazaro. If that makes sense, on the bench. Then you can maybe downgrade him to a Sharp or a Carroll. You got an extra 60K. And then you even downgrade Hoostwaite to another 123K. You have enough money to get an LDU to a bond. You have a sensational team. You only got one rookie on the field in defense. You got all the good premiums. You take out the injury risk of LDU. Flanders fit. Everything else is pretty perfect if he does that. What do you reckon, Supercoach God?
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the Lazaro pick. Probably.
I mean, I'd like him, but if you need the money for the bond, like we got to get it from somewhere without tearing his team completely apart.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I agree. That'd be a better move than what you've got going now, for sure.
I think Linda Falanara wants a shout out. Does that mean we do a team or you just want a hello, Linda?
Hello, Linda. How are you?
Highlight a comment, at least. Come on, mate. Give her a proper shout out.
Oh, there we go.
Linda. How you going, Linda?
Yeah. Go follow Linda on all platforms.
Subscribe to Linda now.
Now.
Could Sheasel be a downgrade option for Sicily, or is Houston a better option? Yeah, Sheasel all the way, Jennifer. I think he's a pretty safe bet down there. So,
Jason Gaffey, don't pick Christmas Carroll yet. He can be brought in after round 2 for a failed rook.
Yeah, you're planning for failure, Jonas. That's why, mate. I'm not planning for failure. I'm planning for 70s. But if that Sean Manor for Geelong gets named, he's going to be named for him anyways. But look, I really like Carroll. If he's getting 60 and a half, and I actually seen his scores 3 years ago. He's pumped out 90 or 90 or so before. So with Doherty out with the ACL, I kind of like that job security a little bit better. But look, we're going to wait for the teams to come out before really getting solid on any of the rookies.
Yep. Placement for Naismith. If you're going any, I'd go Livingston.
Livingston or keep Naismith still.
Yeah, that's really the only 2 options. Who to take instead of Naismith? Oh, wait, we could.
Yep, get Sharp instead. Yeah, well, we'll see. He could be a sub risk, but
yeah. Whitfield is. Am I the only one who thinks Whitfield is undervalued? Man is a ball magnet and can hit a lot of targets plus Giants. Yeah, I mean he's one of the top 3 kicks in the league for sure. I reckon, and undervalued. He probably is undervalued, but he's got the buy.
He has the buy, and there's plenty of players around him similar price. He's going to average more. We've said this before. He's going to average more. But, I'd rather just get... Like, you're going to have Tom Green. You're going to have Flanders. You're going to have Took Miller. You're going to have someone from there. You can't get all of these players. You're going to be so behind the 8 ball. Maybe if you want to forfeit a game in your league and you're not playing for overall rank, but all of our questions is based that you're playing for rank. If you're not playing to try and win it all, win the big K, then yeah, sure. I think that's a pretty good decision. Houston or Stewart, Jack Larson says, mate, what do you reckon?
I think it depends. One, it depends on what you can afford. I'm assuming you can afford both. So I think Houston's first 7 out of 10 games at Adelaide Oval is too hard to ignore if you're going to pick one.
I've jumped on Stewart. I like Stewart. Probably everyone knows St Kilda leagues the most points to defenders, and I think they have them round one. I think that's really going to set him up for a really good start. And if not, if he does fade later in the year, I think everyone's going to have to jump on Stewart because he's going to start pretty good from what I reckon. He's got some pretty good opponents coming up. Can't go through any more fucking teams. I'm going to vomit. I'm going to leave that to you, Supercoach God. And we'll just get to all the questions that's left, and then I will love you and leave you.
Yep. Beautiful. All right. We'll get through a couple more questions and then
Whitfield and Fife or Stewart and Larazzo. I'll go Stewart and Larazzo. Oh, that's a fucking half one. I really want Fife, but yeah, Stewart and Larazzo for me.
I agree.
Yeah.
What else? We've talked. So Tom Stewart, does age concern you at all?
With defenders, no. Usually it does. It's not like he has to fucking run heaps. He just has to kick out the ball, take a couple of intercept marks. I think age is more for the midfielders that you really need to keep a close eye on. Your Lairds, your Livers, because eventually they're going to start declining. It's not, kind of like bro science. It is a fact. They're going to start declining the older the player is. After they hit that 28, most of them drop their average, So for defenders and ruckman, it takes them generally a little bit longer. So I'm happy to run Stewart for another year. And keep in mind, he does have an injury-affected game from last year in there, so he's actually a lot cheaper than he should be.
Yep. I can agree with that. Max Holmes, we talked about him. Trap.
Disgusting. Hated.
What to do with 350k in the back line? Depends on your team, I guess.
Yeah, maybe you can help him with that one a bit later on.
Yeah.
And just a shout out to Lukey Pearson, who's just shared the Supercoach Masters 3 coffees. Lukey, thanks heaps, mate. Really do appreciate it. But Heaney is still a piece of shit. And if I am wrong, I am well and truly ready to cop so much flack for it.
Yep. What else?
Should I trade out? Would you rather Harley Reid or Fife?
Reid. Wait, sorry. Oh, trade out. You trade out Fife.
Trade out Reid for Fife.
No.
Yeah, I kind of think you need both. And I say that with not knowing how long Fife's going to last. If he lasts 5 games, you're in trouble. If he lasts 3 games, you're loving it. So,
yeah, I don't think I have. My structure relies on not picking one of Jordan or Fife. So, and I've picked Jordan. So, just because, and it's literally, I think they could average similar amounts. It's the injury history for me. Coffee's acquired.
Thanks, Lukey.
Yeah, Tom Stewart's a fine pick. Just don't want to pay 635k. That's fair enough.
You'd be paying even more for him if you didn't have an injury-affected game last year. So,
Yeah, I know. But then probably no one would pick him.
Maybe. I don't think so. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to you after. We did show yours, Harrison. It was earlier in the stream.
Come on, Harrison.
Yeah,
Nicky, mate, I am gone. Fucking hell, mate. I am more burnt out than someone else. I can't even give an analogy. That's how fucked I am. So I'm going to call it then. Thanks, everyone, for joining me, Supercoach Guy. But stick around. Your team, the rest of the 150k teams is going to be rated by the Supercoach God. He's going to be rating your fucking teams. And everyone that's Heaney gets a 6. So good luck, everyone. Thanks for having me on, man. It was a pleasure.
Nah, thanks for coming on. It's been great. Experience the 1,000 subs together as well. That was elite.
Absolutely, mate. It's been fantastic. I feel like I've run a mental marathon. So yeah, but I'll maybe if I got it, I might do a live on my show and get through a couple of teams. Might be get through a couple of questions before we lock in the final teams. See how we go, guys. See how I pull up. At this age, mate, this classifies as an all-nighter drinking for me. So I'm
Oh, have a good one, mate.
all right, mate. Cheers. Thanks to everyone tuning in, and congratulations on 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Let's
And
do
go
it.
sub to him right now. Get him to 2K. It needs to happen.
Yeah, come on, mate. Fuck. Got bills to pay. All right. See you guys. Thanks heaps for having me.
See ya. Mate, what a legend. Supercoach Masters. He yeah, he gave us his thoughts on your teams. He loves a bit of cheek, Geordie. So no, I love getting involved with that. Really hated my steel pick. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get okay. I'm just gonna do questions for about 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm cooked as well, and there's a lot of questions here that I have to get through. So look, we're gonna do teams. We're not gonna be able to do any more teams. I'm sorry, but we didn't review yours. I swear we did. Harrison. Swear we did. Oh, maybe we didn't. Wait, is it on here? Oh wait, you've only been here 15 minutes. When you post your team, I reckon I can't do any more tonight, lads. I can't do any more team reviews. I'm dying over here. Oh mate, George, I don't think I can. I'm bloody knackered. I'll answer some questions though. I TM'd privately on Twitter. I don't see it on there, mate. Barman, is that you? Do you know what? From now on, if you want your team reviewed, post it on Twitter, and I'll do it. Facebook plus. Oh bloody hell! All right, let me find it. What's it called? You DM'd me on Facebook. Or you, Harrison? DM'd me on Facebook. I haven't got any DMs. So I don't know what you've done there. Alrighty. Carter. Well, Carter, where's your team? I'll do it now. I can't. Where is it on Twitter or Facebook? What are my footy tips for this week? All right, let's get the fixture up. Okay, we'll just get it on here. Stop screen, share screen. Okay. Here we go. This is what we're looking at. Oh, that doesn't work very well. Oh, that doesn't either. We're going to have to do it like this. Okay. Carlton Richmond. Carlton win by 30 points. Collingwood beat Sydney. Essendon beat Hawthorn. Where are the other games? All right. GWS smack North. St Kilda beat Geelong at GMHBA. Adelaide beat Gold Coast. Bulldogs beat Melbourne. Port beat West Coast, and Brisbane beat Freo. Thoughts on training out Brayshaw? I'll go back a bit actually. Let me. Yeah, George was meant to show his team. His team will be. You'll find it on social media platforms, I'm sure, and his YouTube. He posted a final team the other day, but I think it's updated since then. So, he'll let you guys know. I assume the guy was knackered. You can't blame him. We've been going for 2.5 hours, and it's 10:30. So, what about Rosie over Butters? I feel as if many are on the Butters train, but I think Rosie's playing a bit more forward this year than he did last year, and that just, I think, yeah, it just needs to. I think Butters has a more secure role in that midfield than Rosie, who's going to be playing more forward. I think for 1K subs, you need to be here all night, all bloody night. Oh my god, guys! If you haven't subbed, do a sub. Thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It's so like humbling. I mean, I feel so lucky that I only started a year ago. 2 weeks, and there is a 1K subs next to my thing. It's amazing. I'll do a proper thank you and everything tomorrow. Because I'm definitely cannot record a video saying thank you tonight after all the stuff we've done. Twitter recent post lol. Carter bang. All right, let me get you up. Did Harrison said he cook, but has he cooked or has he cleaned? Alrighty. Let's go. Oh, also, what do you think of the new overlay I've put like at the top and the bottom? DR sent me how to this website to do it with, and I think it looks good. So, all right, present, share screen. All right, bang. All right, this is Carter's team. Nick Dacos at D1, and then we got it's pretty stock standard. Bont, Butters, Sarong, Green, Martin. Good. Flanders, Fisher, Fife, Jordan. Yep, all good. Windsor, I probably don't like as much at 180k. Probably need to see more in round 0. But yeah, apart from that, it's a pretty good team. I actually give this an 8. I actually like this team. Oh, your salary is just so much. No, you need to use that. You need to use all of it. And how do you use it exactly? I'd literally just go. Oh, you can't. I'd go Windsor down, and then, my opinion, Fife up to Flanders. Oh, sorry, Fife up to Jackson. I still like the Jackson pick. I'm very much still on it. Carlton are going to smack some Tiger Cones tomorrow night. Yeah, I agree. I need to have at least a beer before I can do that. So, get about 640k for my M2. I'm currently liking LDU more than Butters and Green, but what are your thoughts? I would rank them Butters, Green, LDU. I don't really like the LDU picks. I'm the polar opposite of you, mate. I just no real reason. Just don't really find the pick. I'm not really that fond of him. But yeah, I mean, each to their own. I just think LDU is more likely to get a 50 than the other two, and I feel like he's more injury prone. But yeah. The red subscribe is too big. Wait, oh yeah. What are your thoughts on it? A little too much blue up top, but you like. And the red subscribe is too big. Yeah, probably is. Luke Davey, you suck as a primo. That's a good one. That is a good one. Anyway, where were we? Can you help me with my salary? On my team, I know you looked on my team, but didn't give me any advice on what to do with my spare cash. Harrison, we'll get to you in 1 second, mate. We're just gonna 200 followers. Good. Why is Heaney trending? Do you guys see this? Why is Heaney trending? No. Why is Heaney trending? Wait, we have to look at this. It's the biggest list free kick I can. Grundy back to his best in epic statement as Heaney shines a new role. Jackson and Heaney in, Fife and Billings out. Why is he? What is going on? Why is Heaney? I still don't know why he's on number 1 on freaking trending. I agree, Jonas. Heaney is a shit pick. If you show me your team with Heaney in it, I'm not having it. All right. Who was it? That Nick. Where were you again, mate? Oh, it was was it this? I can't remember. This one? 135 in the bank. What do you do with your remaining salary? Okay, firstly, you can go, I like your midfield. I think you can go. It's actually difficult. I'd keep that for. You can go Sharp up to Lazaro. I don't know. Your team's so similar to mine. You can go Phillips up to D'Ambrosio if you really want. Oh, I'm not sure. Because if I feel like you have such a similar team to me, if I give you my advice, you're just gonna have the same team as me. Go on to English, you can. You can go on to English if you want. Heaney's a trap, correct? My name, sorry. All right. What's his name? Harrison. You're on. Let's get you up. He's not here. Wait. Oh. All right. Yes. 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 Yep. Okay. Good team. I still don't think Windsor's the right pick in the forward line. I don't know about Crouch. Geordie was very hot on Crouch. I'm not as hot on Crouch as him. I'd almost rather go down to a Wines. But if you're confident on the Crouch pick, then yep. What else? How long will Nick Caulfield last before he gets injured again? Who knows, mate? Crystal ball. What does dastardly mean? Wicked and cruel. Wicked and cruel Moore. Darcy Moore is a good player. Very good player. Yeah, I'd rate your team a probably. See, I don't hate any pick in here. I don't hate any pick. I'll give it an 8. Who instead of Windsor? You go Lazaro. Lazaro's a better pick. Zach Merritt is too much to pay for. Yes, he's always an upgrade target, and he'll always be an upgrade target. Can't bring yourself to Heaney, not with Dacos and Grundy. Yep. Dawson or Libba. I actually think it's dead even. I actually don't know how to separate these two. Dawson because Libba is injury prone in the past and is 31. Dawson might have less mid time, but I don't think he will. So it's a hard one. Who do you think ends up R1? Probably English. I actually think Grundy has a better chance of being R1 than Gorn, but that's an unpopular opinion. Dawson every day. Yeah, fair enough. Cartoon character Dick Darcy. Looks like Darcy Moore. Who is he? Dick Darcy. Oh my god. Okay, so I don't know about the resemblance, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for the stream. I'm bloody tired as shit. But thank you, everyone, for getting me to 1,000 subs. It's the best feeling in the world. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in my. I'll do my just do another team update tomorrow, to be honest. But yeah, hope you all have a good one. And yeah, peace out, dude.